No.
I whispered it. You couldn't even hear it.
I don't need no goddamn backup.
See how that went pretty good.
We harmonized.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. Dude, wow, man. I was like, hold on. Dude, do you know Endless Love?
Yes.
I'll do Diana. I don't care.
In the dark?
What? No, I'm not going to do it in the dark with you.
What? Best friends can listen to Endless Love in the dark.
At a skating rink? Hell yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, where else would you listen to Endless Love?
At a roller rink.
Obviously.
Ready? Harmonize. That was terrible.
What?
That was terrible, dude.
Oh, we do it again. What do you? No, you got to do mine though. You can't do your cadence. Oh, God.
It's my show.
For now.
Wait a minute, it got quiet. Shh.
Oh, damn it.
What, Dicka?
He looks so ridiculous.
He does. He looks terrible. Oh, God, it's so freaking awesome. All right, we got a second intro, so be ready.
Oh, yeah, I forgot, yeah.
I thought you guys were going to add my lyrics to this. Why do I even do stuff?
I got to do the Scotty Doesn't Know also from Script Doctor. All right, here we go.
Nerdrotic.com.
A Twi'lek! A fucking Twi'lek! Fuck Star Wars! A fucking God, it's stupid shit! Oh, dude.
Never gonna to give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around. And first you never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lighter you.
Yeah! There we go!
I actually get it now about the Rickroll.
That was a Rickroll! We Rickrolled the shit out of that. What is up, Gary?
Who took the time to do that? I am sorry.
Your
That's kind of
third grade
impressive, yeah.
questionable teacher.
Oh, yeah, the one who got fired is working for Disney now?
Yes, he's working for Disney
I'm
now.
very happy. It's my dream job.
That was all Mr.
The pay
Dicka.
sucks, but the benefits are great.
Oh, look at that mustache.
He looks as though Goose, he looks like if Goose lived and developed a gluten allergy. Fucking
Well,
I swear to Christ, I think that's worse. I think it's worse.
But you told us to laugh.
It looks like he's about to knock on the door and say, I've come to clean the pool.
Yeah.
well, considering the age difference between Han Solo and Princess Leia, I think now we know why Disney actually bought Star Wars. But
I don't know.
Well, if you grow your hair out, Ron Jeremy, right there. Boom.
Yeah.
he's kind of canceled right now.
Yeah, he's canceled.
And in jail.
Yeah,
no
a
idea
few
why.
A few little crimes. That's all.
Wait a minute. He's in jail?
Oh, yeah.
What do you do?
Embezzlement.
Ladies?
No, I bet you he wishes it was embezzlement.
True story. Ron Jeremy went to my high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he put my high school on the map. It was before my time, but he was there.
Yeah, well, something about him put it on the
Pictures up in the
map.
hall.
It's on the CDC's list.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
It's on their map.
Worst opening ever. I pulled a hammy as we're talking.
I mean, of all the guys in the world that I would have ever thought would have been accused of that, yeah.
How did you
Not
pull a
him.
hammy streaming?
I'm fat. Oh, God, that hurt. I got to drink more water or something.
Stretch.
I got to stretch.
Hydrate.
So if I start screaming and just mute real quick, you know why. Welcome, everybody. It's Saturday night. It is The Dump. This is our second dump of the day. If you didn't see the earlier dump with Midnight's Edge, Andre, and then Tom, it was fantastic. You should watch it. A lot of excitement. But tonight we have Gary from Nerdrotic. Welcome, Gary.
Welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
Very happy to be here. Very disappointed Jane Theory's not here, but I'll get over it.
I am too. I especially always make sure Jane Theory's on when you're on because that makes sure you show up.
I'm a little offended that she's not here. But
I know. But we do have Mark with a C is on with us as usual.
Yeah.
Mark with a C.
I'll pick up that slack. Yes, I will. I will do that.
You will do that.
Thank you, sir. Kenobi thanks you. It was more exciting than the show itself. Oh, we'll get into that, but first we got to watch a little 1 minute clip about Ahsoka. We have Mr. Grant Gregory. He wants to fix your plumbing. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I haven't been feeling too good the last 2 days. I had this massive headache, pain in my heart. It turns out after I took a test, I tested positive for Kenobi.
Yeah, that was painful.
That was a
painful.
Hey,
walk,
Grant,
man.
you got a red hat, like a red cap?
I got a MAGA one.
Yeah, put
Might
it on.
work.
Put it on. We also have Matt Cheesemo in
Mega
the house.
Mario, yes.
Mega Mario. Oh, you gotta give him his moment, or he gets upset.
I don't get upset.
No,
I just
yeah.
earn it.
Okay,
Hey,
cue rap.
KS Gucci Hermondo. Damn it, I forgot what it was.
That was pathetic.
Yep.
That was freaking
What's
pathetic.
Gucci, my ninjas?
Yeah, and Tom is here. Hi, Tom. Midnight's Edge 2 times today, buddy.
Man, I practiced that all day.
I barely showed up yesterday, but
It was this
glad
morning.
to be back.
It was this morning, buddy.
I barely showed up.
We got our okay, so I don't want anybody to freak out, but backstage Raging Rhino was like, I so adored the Obi-Wan Kenobi. Don't tell anyone. I was like, what? What?
That sounds like him.
How
I've
was
got
He's
it?
like, the
I've got-
narrative is no longer fucked.
I've got Obi-Wan Kenobi gave me PTSD.
And
Oh,
Gondoria.
sorry. I was supposed, stepped on a bee.
That's gonna be.
He stepped
Hey.
on a bee.
Can I tell you did get one thing wrong in your video when you were freaking out about the father thing when
Yeah,
she was
I know.
Yeah.
I know. But this is how stupid the show is and how stupid the writing is that they can't even, sort of specify what you're supposed to understand from a lot of the dialogue.
Oh, we'll get to it, buddy. We'll
It's
get
just-
to
Do I
it.
have to answer that?
Yes, Tom.
Yeah.
No, that's it. That's it. And we have
Wait, who's on meth?
Culture Casino.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us this evening. We have, of course, the incredible.
So, hey, everybody, welcome to this dump. What a gay name. It wishes it was gay, actually. Go on. Thank you for being here. All right, let's move on, everybody. So for all you new people out there, we have 87 people watching. That's not big. We always have 87 people watching on a Saturday night. Okay, Gary? We're pretty fucking amazing over
Did you
here.
say nude people?
Yes.
Well, if they're not nude, why do we have Ron Jeremy? Woo! Okay.
Now we're having fun.
Yeah, now we're having fun. We have a lot of new members because of the gift a member thing I got going. So thank you to that. Usually it's Eric K and a couple others hooking me up with new members. So I appreciate you guys for that. I think we're up to almost 100 new members. So that's
You're the
freaking awesome.
equivalent of Ron Howard's brother. You know the dude.
Clint?
Yes.
I'll fucking be Clint. That dude makes
Gary
money.
and I hung out with Clint in a hotel
no
room
shit.
in Las
wait a
Vegas.
minute.
Yeah, we
Okay,
did.
Gary, can we hear
seems
about
like-
this?
It was a surreal experience, Tom. You could
I called him up. I'm like, Gary, get your ass over here. He's like, why? What's up? We doing a show? I'm like, no, Clint Howard is here. He's like, I'll be right over.
Yep. And we hung out and talked, and he was pretty cool. He was a very
He seems like a
strange
cool dude.
guy. So yeah, he's strange like in real life, but in a very
Really?
Yeah.
So that weird
yeah, he's
eye
very
thing he
laid
does
back.
is just normal.
No, he was really chill. He was really
he's
chill.
chill.
Okay.
Because we
all
asked
right.
him about Star Wars and stuff, and he's like, because he's like, yeah, my brother was like, he took that pretty hard, man. He's like, he thought you guys hated him, and we're like, no, we didn't hate him. We hated the movie before that. Oh, you mean the one with the thing in the Star Wars one with the chick in the light? Nah, I never saw that shit.
Are you really, Clint? Just put it out there. Put it out there.
Yeah,
with
he's
that.
like, I
my mind,
never
guys.
watched it.
You
Oh,
look
that's-
at Ron, you look at Clint, and then you look at the daughter. What's her name? Bryce.
Oh yeah,
Bryce
Bryce.
Dallas
like
Howard,
where did she come from? Like
She's
in that
smoking.
gene pool.
The
Yes,
mom?
she is. If you seen that ass, man.
Yeah.
Saying,
The mom has to be kind of hot, right?
Yeah. Maybe it's
yeah.
on the male side.
Yeah. So Toxic Man Flu gifted 10 more Sporking News podcast memberships. So explain that, Mr. Grant Gregory. Where do they find it if they might have became new members?
Okay, so at the bottom of the thing on the screen, you'll see if you're the one that's selected, you'll have a little bar that'll click that'll allow you to accept that membership. So if you're in the chat, if you've got a full screen, whenever we mention someone's gifted a super membership, just jump on and look if you're not already a member, and yeah, because that's the easiest way. It won't actually go through unless you accept.
That's
Can
awesome.
people gift memberships on YouTube now?
I'm one of the special beta testers because of reasons.
Oh, we knew you were totally beta.
You
Emphasis
fucking
on the
gamer
beta.
word.
Emphasis on the beta.
Yeah, well, hey, guess what? Beta's getting rich, bitch. Makini Draws for $5. Hail, Saturday Sporks. Hail, Gary.
Hail.
What about everybody else?
Hail.
Yeah, what about everybody else?
Makini's
Fuck
awesome.
everybody else.
What's up, Max? Do you do look like Peter from Deadpool 2?
Wait a minute, who?
Yeah.
Oh my God, he does.
Right?
Little
That's
bit.
Soul Assassin.
Andy
I don't know if
McCallum.
that's a cable guy, but
Just happy to be a part of things.
We got Andy McCallum for $1.99 super stickers. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that, Andy. Andy's been a devoted watcher, and I appreciate him for that, and a channel member. So is Riff Mangoes for $5 Australian. He says that's the real pandemic. Kenobi 19. There's no vaccine for that. Keep up the great work, Sporking. Thank you, buddy. I
are we
appreciate
gonna go
that.
order, or can we skip to the part where Leia's running from the bad guys or whatever,
No.
and slides under a branch that's like this thick, and the guy's
And he
like,
gets
I can't go
What
over
about when
that.
she? Or what about when she ducks under the branch and the other
Save
guy
it.
just runs straight
Save
into
it. Save it. Easy. Because we got to look at. We got Ahsoka first. I want to show you guys something.
was this
Guys,
great
just shut the hell up. All right, Culture Casino gifted
go.
another $5. Thank you, Culture. I appreciate that. You're the best.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do the date thing. I'll be back. I'll see
Date
you.
what? What are you doing?
I gotta.
Mrs. Culture, don't drink anything.
Not that kind of date.
Oh, I'm sorry, Roofie. All right, we're on to the next. So I wanted to share this with you guys. I don't know why we're echoing, but this is an Ahsoka Tano explained in a minute from IGA. Is that what their name is?
IGN?
IGN, thank you. IGA, I think you can get like horse feed.
That's a
from.
grocery store.
Oh, it is? I knew
IGA
something.
is, yes.
Okay, yeah.
It's International Grocery Association. I actually used to work for them for like a half a minute.
You want to talk about it for a while, or?
No, it was stupid.
Oh, okay. Listen.
Let me put it this way. When they had the toilet paper shortage, I said, that's bullshit because IGA has a whole back room full of it.
They were stocking up for it.
Oh, yeah,
were
they had a
ready.
stockpile of the shit. Hell yes.
Okay, so this one's for Raging Rhino. This is for Gary. This is for Mark. This is for all you Star Wars fans out there. Thank God for Ahsoka.
Young Padawan to Grey Jedi, this is Ahsoka Tano
Grey
explained
Jedi.
in a minute. Never
Wait, I
appeared
didn't know
on
Grey
screen
Jedi
in
was really a
Skywalker.
thing.
Oh, she's a real
fucking
thing.
not, Tom. It's fucking not.
So the narrative's not unfucked? Is that what you're telling me, Ryan?
No, the narrative is super fucked. Actually, that's a good one.
We were only 3 seconds in. Okay,
I know,
wait
I was
till
gonna ask.
about 10 seconds because that's where you're gonna flip your lid.
In a minute. Never appearing on screen in a Skywalker saga movie, though her voice did sneak into the end of The Rise of
Here it
Skywalker,
comes.
it's not a stretch to say the Empire would have never been defeated without Ahsoka Tano.
Wait, where the fuck was she
Could
in the
someone
OT?
explain how that works? How could the Empire
how it
never be
works?
beaten?
You know how it works?
Yes,
Everybody
please.
at Disney decides that everything that George Lucas did is absolute garbage, and everything that Dave Filoni did is god tier, and they just have to raise that shit up by saying that and the fucking rebellion wouldn't have succeeded without Ahsoka Tano. The rebellion wouldn't have even been made in their canon without Ahsoka Tano. That's how fucking pathetic it is.
That's like saying, like, without the Empire, the rebellion would have never won.
That might be true. Well, let me ask Gary, why are they trying to pigeonhole her into everything now? Everything,
Filoni.
right?
Yeah.
Baloney.
Filoni is seen now as the heir apparent, and they just want to. Well, the Force is female,
Yes.
so they want to force this character on everyone now. That was popular at one time with some people. I'll say, not me.
Right.
I've never been a huge Clone Wars fan. I thought it was fine. I watched it. I never liked the animation.
Nah,
I thought it always kind of looked lame. But no, like Disney is desperate to find anything that's outside of Luke Skywalker, like that. And you know, it took them long. If they felt so strongly about her, why did it take them 10 years to introduce her live action?
Because of Filoni.
Yep.
And we now have, exactly as I said, Filoni is KK's little lapdog, because in that recent Vanity Fair puff piece, she basically said she put them together and made them play nice. even though her story has changed 12 times over now, but just the same, I knew that was the case.
I don't think she's ever had a story. I mean, you're right. Like, whatever she needs to say publicly, she'll say. She is Kathleen Kennedy, most incompetent leader I've ever seen. I don't know how the hell she made it this far. This is a woman I used to revere as a kid. Absolutely.
We know exactly how she made it this far, Gary. Steven Spielberg, Robert Zemeckis, and her husband.
And Coffee.
And Frank,
yeah.
It's now the MCU in Star Wars. That's what's happening.
Marshall.
Disney is stuck on this agenda, on this specific agenda about females.
It's her wars.
And like, you look at Fennec Shand, right? The way that they bring these characters in and try and build these characters up through absolute destruction of the original characters. Like, you watch Obi-Wan Kenobi in this Obi-Wan Kenobi show. This show is literally about Leia and about that female Inquisitor. Yes, people are trying to argue that it's not necessarily the bait and switch because there was a fair bit of Kenobi in it. The story is still a fucking bait and switch. I don't give a fuck.
Who was the first person they showed? Who was the first person they showed?
You take out the prequel stuff.
Reaver as a child in Order 66, and then it cuts straight to Reaver and the Grand Inquisitor and everything coming.
Please don't talk about Order 66. That triggers me right now.
Oh my god,
that is so stupid too.
We'll get into that.
Yeah, we will get into that, guys.
But it is literally the MCU, and that's why they have to say, oh, if it wasn't for Ahsoka, the rebellion probably wouldn't have succeeded. If it wasn't for Leia, right, in Obi-Wan Kenobi would never have, like, turned the corner. They're trying to, I swear, what they're trying to do is they're trying to say, okay, for 10 years, Obi-Wan Kenobi was fucked up because of what happened. Right? He went and saved Leia. Leia spoke to him like it was Leia when she was 20 years old.
Right.
And she's going to be the one that makes Obi-Wan go, oh, yeah,
well,
I see what you're saying. Okay, let me go back and finish my mission with the highest things because you, 10-year-old girl, was able to give me inspiration.
Well, I want you guys to think.
Fucking stupid.
Tom, what did you say that script doctor said about the Leia character? The little girl. Who did they try to make her sound like?
I agree with him.
Yeah.
It's not Leia, it's little Carrie Fisher.
Right.
It's little Carrie Fisher with little mixtures of Padme as well, when she was very like, okay, we need to do this. I will give them credit. That one scene where she reminded Obi-Wan of Padme, right? Not the worst scene, right? But the whole situation shouldn't be happening. He shouldn't even be in that scene.
Well, she's just as important as Luke. Come on, guys.
She's more important.
You actually said that.
Let's go around.
It's just as important as the boy.
It's not about the boy.
Yep. Gary, what are your feelings about Leia?
I need to stop talking.
Yeah, take a breath. Take a breath. Take a breath. Right.
Organa, that was his job. That was his fucking job to take care of her. He can't be going to Kenobi. It was his job. That's why they separated the kids. They never said, we're going to separate them, but if you get in trouble, call Ben so we can get them together or pull Ben away from Luke. It's freaking retarded. That's what it is. I mean, it
was sad to see how old he looked too, Gary.
It was, and it's sad to see how old Kenobi doesn't look because he's been a really hard 7 years. I think he takes up spice or spice map or whatever the fuck.
He's from living in that cave for so long, right?
No, the spice got handed over to him.
So his goal is to prop up fucking Rey. That's all it is. It's all made to prop up Rey and denigrate Luke some more.
Oh, I saw a massive justification for them when he started digging up his lightsabers.
Well, she doesn't need to dig.
Like, everybody was like criticizing Rey. Oh, how dare she put Anakin Skywalker in the sand? The one thing that he fucking hates in the world, sand. Right, but yet Obi-Wan did it, so it makes it okay. Sorry, Gary, go ahead.
No, I just want to point out, I'm not a geologist, but I know sand dunes move.
Yes,
like that was a really bad place to bury anything is under a sand dune. It's
only like 3 feet.
Well,
it could be under 20 feet. It could be under 50 feet some days. It's ridiculous.
There was so many little issues that really started to damage the continuity with things. Like even just the transmission that Obi-Wan gets from Bail Organa. They're sending transmissions across the fucking galaxy. They specify in the expanded universe that Obi-Wan he's got a one-way transmission to let Bail Organa know that he's settled in. He doesn't even use it because he's that afraid that Obi-Wan could have eyes and ears out everywhere. Who did I just say? Palpatine? I hope I did.
No, you said Obi-Wan.
Sorry, Palpatine might have eyes and ears out everywhere, and that's why. And then Bail Organa, she sets a trap saying that Obi-Wan will come after the kid because he fought alongside Bail. I got that wrong originally, but he fought alongside Bail. First of all, when did he
everything was flimsy. Everything was flimsy.
But hang on a second. Are you telling me that she didn't have eyes and ears on Bail Organa and spying on him to see where he goes to get help to rescue the daughter, and he ends up going straight to Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Well, but let's think.
But she didn't have eyes and spies and shit
How
on
many
him,
senators, though?
Even
How
though
many senators did he work with? How many people did he deal with when he was a Jedi? Yet she found one file that referenced them working together.
Like I said this morning, there was hundreds of Jedi who probably worked under several senators.
Yes.
Right? Like I said, the whole thing makes no sense from the very start because, first of all, both Bail and Obi-Wan, and Obi even says it, you shouldn't even be here, and I can't do this because it's going to put the boy at risk, it's going to put the girl at risk, it's going to put everybody at risk. And he knows that. There's one way you could have cleaned all that up real easy, and that was when they kidnapped her, the message was, we don't want any ransom, but if anybody but Obi-Wan Kenobi comes for this kid, the kid dies.
Yep.
And that puts Bail in that position where he has to talk to Obi-Wan Kenobi. Because, he has a fucking army. He is one of the Imperial senators. They even say that we can't be kidnapping an Imperial senator's kid. It's like, they don't even... And then the whole other part is you tell me that Leia's not smart enough to figure out who he is, then why, when she sends that message later on in life, it's when you saved me before or you helped me before instead of my father. Right. None of that makes sense.
It's all fucked. Yeah. Mark,
go.
Let me hear what you got to say.
I mean, they do have Leia now. She's establishing a relationship with Kenobi.
Yes.
That shouldn't even be happening. Like you were saying with Bail, like how is he actually showing up where Kenobi is? Like this guy, he's one of the most important people in the galaxy. He came down to the planet. They have sensors, something that's going to say, "Oh, we."
Not only that random Jedi finds him too.
What's going on? You know what I mean?
He's got a tracking fob on him.
Hey, Palpatine, the Jedi Purge was unsuccessful.
Yes,
you failed, Palpatine. You fuck.
All right, let me ask you, Gary, Mark, and Ryan, like. Order 66, there weren't supposed to be that many Jedi that made it through, right? But yet
2 Jedi are supposed to survive Order 66. Yoda and Obi-Wan.
Seems like a lot more.
Seems
like a lot more.
There's a lot more.
They might as well have an army. They might as well have, why are they such bitches at this point? If so many of them had survived, you would send out a beacon. You would say, "Hey, meet me behind the rocks over there," or something like that. everybody get together, and we'll come up with a plan. The way it is now, I was saying earlier, Palpatine has more balls than the Jedi because he got defeated. The Empire got defeated. What did he do? He fell back, according to Disney now, and he amassed a great army. He came back. He attacked again. The Jedi are just sitting around like some bitches, like, stay hidden. Stay hidden. It's okay. They cut off an arm or whatever in the town.
Palpatine did all that while he was dead. Like, think about that.
Yeah,
like, he wasn't even alive. He got blown up like twice.
Talk about motivated.
He's like
Real
the two-pack of Star Wars. He does way more things since he died.
Yeah.
I had two quick things I've been waiting to say, but it's been busy in here. One, when they were talking to Leia or whatever, and like, "Oh, you're gonna be so great for Alderaan. You're gonna do all these great things." I just laughed out loud. I'm like, "That shit gets blown up." Yeah. He does a horrible job for the planet.
I wish they flashed back to that when she's watching it. As it blows up, she just hears her dad going, "You're gonna do great things for it."
I want to make a point because there was also, how Bail obviously goes to Obi-Wan for help.
Yeah.
My immediate question is, in their own canon, why isn't he going to Ahsoka for help? He knows how important Obi-Wan is to watch over Luke. In the Ahsoka novel, right, Ahsoka has now because her code name is Fulcrum. She's now a part of the rebellion. Bail and her have talked. They've got connections and contact to each other. Why isn't he contacting Ahsoka to go and save her?
Dude,
why does it have to be Obi-Wan? Because he knows how important she is. How important's Luke? And I'm about to leave Luke. Right?
Bro.
And Luke's no longer important to Bail. Like, none of this actually makes any sense. Now, also, too, you want to go back to when the Jedi finds Obi-Wan in the middle of the desert, in the middle of fucking nowhere?
That one blew my mind.
Surprise. He must have had a tracking fob or something.
Yeah, tracking fobs, dude.
Yeah, why are they using those?
Well,
yeah, why are they or why aren't they? It's a good
Why aren't
question.
they?
Why aren't they using helicopter?
Well, not only that,
lightsabers?
I'm getting to this
because it
point
looks
where
stupid and they got no explanation for
I'm
it,
getting
you
to
know?
this point where I can't understand how they kept saying that Tatooine was supposed to be one of the most remote places of the universe, yet every single fucking thing, more shit happens there than anywhere else.
Disney has a great sand guy. They got a great sand guy.
The opening scene, there's a ship flying overhead, and everybody in the street just stops, looks at this ship land, and just stands there. They've never seen a ship before in their lives. They're so awed, and oh my God, it's a ship. Did they actually stop what they're doing?
Did y'all see the reaction when they cut off that chick's hand? By the way, finally, in Disney Star Wars, we get somebody that loses a hand.
Yeah,
finally.
She screamed for like 2 seconds.
No one reacted. Just normal shit going on.
Cauterized and healed.
Well, that's it, Gary. She cauterized the heel because she didn't even scream. She was like, ow.
Yeah, no, she screamed.
But
then
take a breath. Raging. Rage it in. All right, Gary,
what
go.
What about everybody else?
No. Okay, so I'm watching the show as a lay person now, not as a Star Wars fan. I could care less.
That sucks.
About Star Wars. So I'm just like, it's like Murder, She Wrote coming on for me. I'm watching a shitty episode of Murder, She Wrote. That's basically what I'm looking at right now. So it's just out of mild curiosity and because I lost a poll to the audience in a live stream because I wasn't even going to watch this stupid thing. And I actually thought they might like, listen, they got Deborah Chow there. They might try. And I think this thing was crap from the first second it started. Even when they're protecting the kids during Order 66, that was clunky editing, slow.
Oh yeah.
The Jedi, which is supposed to be all like it was slow and over choreographed. It just looked like
they repeated the same animation for the fights.
Yeah.
Every single one did the exact same thing. High shot, low shot, spin around, die, lightsaber goes away.
So I'm like, wow, they're not even trying for this. Like, this is their last chance. Yeah. And by the time I was done with the second episode, I'm like, yep, it's still dead. It's pretty dead. That my opinion hasn't changed at all. I felt dirty and embarrassed for watching it at all.
Yeah.
And I don't know if
that's a good way of putting it.
I honestly could care fucking less. I hope.
Well, Gary, that's a good way of putting it. Go, Mark.
Did anybody need the flashbacks that happened at the beginning
of
the
the
episode?
4-minute recap?
Yeah. That was corny as shit to me.
That's the equivalent.
Needed it. Disney Star Wars fans needed it because
that's the equivalent of whenever they have a trailer and they show a bunch of shit from the classic films. That's what it is. Yeah. It's the equivalent of that. It's to get us excited and think and feel Star Wars. But then when we get into the real shit, like you guys said, we get 2 major sequences with Reva before we even see Obi-Wan. When we do, he's like living in a fucking cave and all this other bullshit, and he's not doing anything but I mean, I get it. He's gonna. The thing is I don't have a problem with them working the 9 to 5 thing because he's gonna have to survive. But he's been there for 10 fucking years. We know he has a hut in A New Hope. Why is he living in a fucking cave?
I thought, by the way,
they might as well have started by showing him on the toilet. Nobody needs to see it, okay? We can pretty much assume that he's doing this shit. You know what I mean?
I thought his ADT drone that pops up, I thought it was to warn when people are coming, not like, hey, dude, there's somebody in your hut. You should go check that out. What is
not
this?
Hut, cave. In his
cave. Go with Brink, guys. Go with Brink.
Raging.
I have a question for all of you.
Okay.
When was the last time you felt anything Star Wars? See, that's a real question because we can talk about
the first few episodes of Mandalorian.
We can talk about how terrible everything Disney has produced is, right? And retroactively, I mean, every single film that they've produced has become worse than the previous, and they've made that previous film worse with the thing they just made. So it's just, and the same thing happens with the TV. So when was the last time
Force Awakens
I don't even know that, man.
Well, see,
the first like 20 minutes.
In the moment of Force Awakens, yes. But then retroactively, then looking at it after we've then, gone through everything that we've gone through, it's absolute shit. It no longer feels like Star Wars anymore. But
when
in
Luke,
that
when
moment,
Luke showed up.
Yeah.
Gary?
Ooh.
1983.
That's true.
Long time ago. Oh God. Honestly, Revenge of the Sith.
I was just about to say the same thing.
Yeah. Revenge of the Sith. I've never felt it. Like even Han and Chewie coming back in Force Awakens is probably the best. Like that was cool for like a minute.
Right. Well, them just saying we're back was the best part. After that,
we're home.
Disney's
there was a brief moment in The Mandalorian where I think it was Bill Burr's character, Carl Weathers' character, Gina Carano, they got into this little bickering thing between them. Yeah. And it really felt natural.
Oh, in that,
you know what I mean?
In that carrier
I almost for a minute. Yeah.
There is some stuff in The Mandalorian that felt Star Wars-y. And it was when it wasn't attached to other things. It was when they're doing their own thing, but it was still in the same world. Like that stuff worked.
Tom? Because it was playful. It was playful. This is something that these people have completely forgotten. The fun. Where's the fun?
Kathleen Kennedy admitted that, Mark. Did you see that? She admitted it in that interview. She said, I realized that this just isn't fun anymore. We need to make Star Wars fun. It's like, oh, you think?
Right.
I don't, like you said, I just, that's a legitimate question though, that I wanted to ask everybody, because to be honest with you, less than 10 days after I saw Force Awakens the first time, I had questions, right? I mean, walking out of there didn't feel like 100%.
Oh, I didn't. No,
I had questions too, but I thought they were going to answer them in The Last Jedi. And
See, I'm with Rhino. Like, yeah, there was still room for them to.
I was excited. I was excited for Rian Johnson because I'm a big fan of Neo Noir, and I don't go back and watch Brick because I'm like, you know what? I bet that shit doesn't hold up for me. But at that time, I really liked it, even though Looper had some messed up, like they just fallacies all over the place with time travel. But I still thought that, like, oh, Rian Johnson may bring something new and interesting to this.
Yeah. Little did you know.
Were wrong.
But by the way, so my second thing I wanted to say an hour ago was that was how in the Obi-Wan show, everything is at the most basic level of like storytelling, right? So Obi-Wan hasn't been in touch with the Force or whatever because they need him to have an arc, and the only way they know how to do that is to set him back at 0. So now he's back at 0, like any other Padawan would be, right?
You could barely catch her, right?
There's this one crane shot where she starts waddling off. She's adorable, but she can't. Her running from anyone is ridiculous. But she starts waddling off, and he has to stop himself from grabbing her because he could have.
He can't catch her. That's
I can't do that yet.
Down on my review. There's this moment where like he could literally put his arms out like this, and she would run into his arm, and she just runs past. And then there's this cut, and it's like he's letting her go. It's
did anybody else have the same problem I did going about the shitty writing? Like you have Leia running from him the scene before, and then she takes a whole 180 the next scene, and she's like, "You need to learn to trust people."
Yeah,
and it's like, bitch, you were just running from him. It's like,
but that's because he used the Force, and I didn't even understand that scene because. Like for 10 minutes, we're sitting there, he's shooting, pew, 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 don't jump. And she's like looking down and pew, pew, pew. It's just this stupid bit. And then she jumps. He then uses the Force stupidly because he can't use basic Force like techniques easily.
Right.
And all of a sudden, he puts her down on the ground. And all of a sudden, from the roof, he's on the ground running around the corner.
Yeah.
I noticed that too. I was like, wait a minute here. We missed something.
Hang on a second. How much per episode? How much are we spending per episode, Disney? And you can't even get simple editing fucking right? Like
Rhino, that alleyway they built was very expensive. That's why they used it in different angles.
Gary, that was something I wanted to ask you about the whole Leia arc. Like she looked like she was 6. The running from Flea and the boys from Red Hot Chili Peppers, they would go under a stick and they would get caught up. Like
it was embarrassing. It was absolutely.
Well, he was the same.
And like if you can't get the kid actor to find another kid, get a double that can run.
Right.
I mean, you're Disney. You like kids.
CGI that shit. CGI that shit.
I'm pretty sure they got a few in the closet, Gary.
Yeah.
I mean, you could use short people. They're not allowed to work anymore thanks to Dinklage. So
yeah, you can't have little people. Can't have little people.
No, that chase scene was embarrassing. That was absolutely
so
embarrassing.
bad.
I put it to Benny Hill music on Twitter, and it was easy.
Oh my God, that's awesome. But
I was
anyway,
saying, I was
just
waiting
as
for Joe
bad.
Pesci to show up, bro. It was like Home Alone.
It was.
I mean, that's what it
Yeah.
was.
It's just as bad as the fight scene in Mandalorian when they're on the planet when he doesn't pick his backpack back up again. You know that one?
right.
His jetpack, I should say. You know, where he's just being shot a million times in his magnetic armor that magnets the bolts to the actual armor. And he's just like, it's the same shit. They can't choreograph, they can't write, they can't edit. It seems that Disney is
that
just,
goes
they
for a
could
lot. But that goes for a lot of. Look at the Batman movie. My biggest gripe with that movie was he is younger Batman. He should be quick. He should be fast. He should be in the shadows, gone. What does he do? He takes 2 fully automatic rifles to the chest and walks right into him.
Yeah.
No kickback, nothing. He just walks right into him like there's nothing. Nothing.
Disney
it's ridiculous.
Lucasfilm and Disney has no excuse because they had the dudes from the Raid there for the Force Awakens.
oh my God.
You want to talk about some good fight?
You just keep talking about the raid thing though. They failed.
They
failed.
They had such a they didn't even have to do anything.
No.
They didn't even have to put in effort, right? All they had to do is put effort into adapting what they had and making those stories and making them consistent and making it good. And it was a slam dunk. It was a layup.
Right.
It was it was right there. And from the very beginning, they just fucked it up. They fucked it. And Kathleen Kennedy and now Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau coming in. I'm sorry to say, no matter how much you like some of their work, they have done. They've just continued the damage of Luke Skywalker, of Obi-Wan. We've got Jake Kenobi now. So we've had Jake Solo. We've had Jake Skywalker. Now we've got Jake Kenobi. We've had Jake Fett, right? You know, all these Jake, they're turning all the original characters into Jake characters.
Well, let me ask this question, Gary again. When you thought of Favreau coming in, not much at Filoni, because I've never been his fan, but Favreau coming in, when you first heard that, did you have high hopes?
I thought it was a good idea. I don't know if I had high hopes, but after I saw the first episode of The Mandalorian with very little Baby Yoda, mind you, I was like, yeah, this is what they need to do. They need to Marvelize Star Wars. They need to probably center everything around this guy. Just put Favreau in charge for a little while and listen to everything he says. And they promptly didn't do that.
Right.
They listened to Filoni more. And once I don't know if this happened or not, this is purely my speculation. Mandalorian wasn't Kathleen Kennedy's focus. Once it became like the more popular, remember it came out at the same time as the Fall of Skywalker, and it was the far more popular thing. So all of a sudden she starts paying more attention to it, and it gets worse immediately because she cannot.
We actually have a timeline to kind of confirm that, Gary, because at that time there was, like you said, she was more busy with Rise of Skywalker, and then she supposedly went from that to work on Indiana Jones and that Blood and Bone thing. And Chapek said this. He said, I took the Blood and Bone thing away and said that wasn't Lucasfilm material. So at that point, we're in about season 2 of Mandalorian. She comes back. At that point, that's when Gina Carano gets fired and all hell breaks loose. But Favreau is still kind of like overseeing all this TV stuff because he's the one who nixed the original Obi-Wan scripts.
And did defend Gina Carano.
But then I have no idea what happened from there, because that's where I'm convinced now, because they got that baby and Mandalorian back together in Boba Fett, that series existed because they needed a bridge while they were trying to figure out what the fuck they were going to do in season 3, because they didn't have Gina Carano anymore. Because I don't think the baby was supposed to be in season 3. Yeah. I think that was supposed to be the lead up for season 3, and he got the baby back at the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I just talk? There's two
of course.
things that I just really want to say.
You're feeling it, brother. You're feeling it.
The first thing is I'll stop sharing that. When the Jedi finds Obi-Wan in the middle of the desert, right? The way Obi-Wan speaks to him, it makes my fucking brain hurt. That is not what he would do, and he would not now send him on his way, knowing that he knows how to find Obi-Wan. How to track
Well,
him
how
down
did
in the
he
middle
know
of the
how to
desert.
find him? That's
Again,
my question.
Invisible tracking fobs now, they exist. They're canon in Star Wars. So forget how we found him. We all know that's pathetic, ridiculous, and how the fuck does that happen? They've got no explanation for it, so we've got no explanation for it.
True.
But the fact that he just sends him on his way, then the very next day he's being caught by them, obviously not
Tortured.
even interrogated.
No.
I mean, Reva was able to sense in
But that's
Owen
my question.
that
Was he
knew that there
tortured?
was a Jedi there.
Was he
right?
tortured
So
or just murdered?
it seems that they just murdered him. And
Well,
made
they
an
don't tell
example
you.
of
They
him.
don't tell you anything.
They don't tell you, but it's stupid, right? And again, it's like, okay, so Obi-Wan, what would have happened if he had have got caught, got interrogated, and he told them where to find you? What's your responsibility then? It's just the way he speaks. It's just like, again, it's like everyone's been saying, Gary, everybody dragging down these original characters right in front of your face.
Did y'all
Making
see
them
how he got hung up?
unintelligent, making them dumb as fuck. That's the first thing. The second thing is with his.
I didn't know there was multiple.
Sorry,
He said 2 points.
I did say 2 points.
Yes,
With the
I heard you.
cave,
He
I
said
have
2 points 3 points ago, you guys.
Shut up.
I have a
Australian
prediction.
points. Okay.
That's right.
That's a different thing
That-
altogether.
Okay, yeah, it totally counts different.
They
You're
use the Matrix. Or Matrix.
Yeah, the numbers are upside down.
That's it might as well be the Matrix.
right. We all live in the Matrix now.
I have a prediction with why he's in the cave. It's because Vader needs to find him in the cave. They have their fight, and then he retreats to find his new hut.
He
No,
cannot
I
be
tell you.
on
Jesus.
Tatooine.
I'm telling
No.
you, well, there's
No.
a lot that absolutely he should not be setting foot on Tatooine. If you read the end of the Rise of Darth
He's
Vader,
scared
the
of-
Revenge of the Sith trilogy,
Sand.
right? He says,
I was about to
Qui-Gon
ask the same
says to
thing.
him that Vader will not set foot on Tatooine out of fear of awakening Anakin, because
Yeah.
Tatooine is what brings Anakin all his fear and pain and hate.
Yeah.
By the way,
So-
how does she know who fucking
Well,
Vader is?
I want to
Oh,
ask Mark and Gary. Like, she said that, and I was so confused. Anybody
How
have
can
an
she know
idea?
that? How
Not
can
you
she know
raging.
that?
Not you raging.
I
Gary,
would have thought maybe he taught her, but then she's acting like she's trying to get in his favor so fucking much that it's like she must not know him that well.
but
right,
would
like-
no one's supposed to know he's
Figured it out.
Anakin.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so there's this whole thing that, yeah, but then, we know all the leaks. So if you put it all together with the leaks, you kind of know where this is going to go anyway. But,
If
you
you're
know,
trying to apply logic to Disney, I mean,
Yeah,
we
it's
need to
stupid.
really stop doing this. They do
That's
not
the
know how
problem.
to make television. For one, they're woke garbage. Yes, and that is
Yeah.
that is absolutely their foundation. They also don't know how to make television. They have no fucking idea what they're doing. They don't know about pacing, storytelling, characterization, dialogue, none of that shit.
which is funny because they used to have a television channel and own a network.
Yeah,
But
but Lucasfilm can't do it.
No.
Lucasfilm can't do it, and Marvel can't do it. They're
Marvel's
both having
terrible.
a very, very hard time. Marvel fired everybody who was. I mean, they should have because they were pretty bad, to be honest with you. They fired everybody involved in their television production.
Did they really?
They did. Yes.
Wow.
When was that?
Kevin Feige when Loeb got fired?
Oh,
He was
everybody
back.
got fired.
He was not good. Okay,
No.
I will say that. Like that, he produced some of the stuff under Perlmutter, like Inhumans, and it's just fucking terrible. But aside from that, I mean, like they're bringing Daredevil back, but they're not bringing back Drew Goddard, so it's going to be a shit. It's going to be terrible. So and Lucasfilm has no fucking. So they don't have showrunners. They don't use showrunners. They just have head writers who they basically pay a normal writing fee. They have them write the show. They're repurposing a movie here, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And stretching it out.
you're not
And,
wrong.
yeah, and they think, and we can't argue with them. They think like these fuckers will eat up anything.
Yeah,
And-
that's what they believe.
It's just amazing that you have 7 people here who know these things, who know where things don't make sense. You see the credits at the end of Kenobi, thousands of people, no balls anywhere with all those people who could say it doesn't make sense. Why should she know that Anakin is Darth Vader? Why is this common knowledge? A gutter rat, someone who is the least of us, he said.
How did the best boy?
Why would she know this?
Why didn't the best boy be like, question? You know what I mean? Like that don't make no sense, bro. Like,
I'm a key
This is
grip.
worse than it was under.
I'm union, so I can say this
This
shit.
This is worse than when it was under the prequels, right? Because that was part of the problem with the prequels. Nobody
Yes.
had the balls to tell George Lucas,
they were all yes men.
That's probably not the best idea. And we saw it. If you watch the beginning, it's a great documentary. It tells you everything you need to know about what went wrong there. And this is tenfold. And how do we know this? Because you've got Leslie Flintstone Headland out there going, Queen Kathy, Queen Kathy. If they're literally calling her Queen Kathy, then she has got some ego fucking issues, kids. I'll tell you that right now. And she's like worse than probably working for like one of those people who run like one of those reality shows where you're fired, like Trump, you know? Because look, she has literally fired more people than have actually produced stuff. We've said this before. There have been more people out the fucking door, and then they even changed their history again, because for a while there, what's his face, the guy who's directed Indiana Jones, what's his name, Mangold? He claimed, I never had anything to do with Boba Fett, but if you go back and read that Vanity Fair puff piece that just came out, they try to reclaim history again, and of course, that version of Boba Fett is mixed in with all these, and guess whose name's attached to it? Mangold. So, like, they've been lying about everything from the start. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Kathy never knows what the fuck's going on.
No.
She's even like
queen. It's because she looks like a drag queen.
Well, she said, here's a prime example. Besides the whole Obi-Wan mess we went through already, look at recently. She goes, I don't know about Kevin Feige's movie. If it's going to happen anytime soon, we're in early development on that. Jump back 2-3 days before that thing comes out, and you got Michael Waldron out there saying, yeah, I'm writing the motherfucker right now. See, she has no clue what's going on. You got Taika Waititi coming in and directing something. Notice all the people that are working on the shows, 90% of them come from Marvel.
So there's a lot of crossover.
Did you see what's her name at Star Wars Celebration? What she was sitting on the thing, and she is it
Leslie Headland?
No, it wasn't Leslie Headland. It was
former Weinstein assistant.
What's her name? Christina Ariel or whatever her name
is.
and
she was the one like diversity shit. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, oh shit, clap for diversity. Yeah, did you see that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. That was the minute I tuned into the live stream. I saw somebody posted, it was on Twitter, and I popped right in, and that's the first thing she said. I'm like, okay, bye.
I'm out. Yeah.
Could someone please show that? Go ahead, Gary.
It's on Twitter.
3PO tweeted it, so he's got the audio clip. Shout out Drunk 3PO. But
it just hurts so much because you get people like that. You get loudmouths like that who swear they're talking for all black people, and it just makes me like, please, bitch, shut up. You know what I mean?
Now, was that
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Was that the High Republic panel or was that a different panel?
I think it was a High Republic panel, and it was, it's obviously in response to their little writing board where they put diversity.
Because she said dinosaurs,
and dinosaurs.
Right.
Mark,
it's funny, you know what? Somebody sent me some footage from that panel, but they didn't show the panel itself so much as they showed the lack of an audience.
There wasn't that many people there.
They cleared out,
Yeah, they turned off the chat in the comments.
That's messed up. Mark,
okay.
Yeah.
So, Mark, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, it's cool, guys. I mean, we all saw it. You know, these guys, they hold up their black stars as shields. You know, it's like I said on one of my other videos. It's like, shields up. Go get us Moses Ingram. You know, shields up. Go get us Stanley Wade Newton.
Shield
you know,
wall,
so South Park was right?
Yes.
Exactly. You know, so you can't
Operation Vanguard.
You can't critique their work because they'll throw these shields up and say, you just don't like it because you're sexist, you're racist, you're a homophobe, you know, things like that. Those are their shields. And unfortunately, these people play into it. So they insult the whole fandom by saying, you know, what is it? Diversity, as if there's never been diversity. From the very beginning, what was James Earl Jones? You know what I mean? What was Billy D. Williams?
He's black.
What were your audience? Your audience has always been diverse.
Oh, my bad.
Your audience has always been diverse.
Yes.
You know, so you judge the product by the audience, not necessarily what's on the screen. Star Wars brought people together.
Did you like Star Wars back then, or did you like it? You just become a fan because they now have black characters?
Get the fuck out of here, man!
I was just checking. I didn't know.
Is this not my child? You know what I mean?
Yes.
The first thing I did when I knew that, you know, my now ex-wife, but you know, I still love her. But anyway, you know, the first thing I did when she was pregnant, I would tell my son inside her belly, I can't wait for you to get older so I can show you the Empire Strikes Back. I want to see his face when they do the I am your father. You know, I was waiting for that, man.
Kids are basically useless until they're able to watch Star Wars, and then you can, you know what I mean?
That is true.
Now you're getting interesting.
Now you know what you're talking about. So
let me know if the audio comes through, because
I just gotta say though, on that point though, so should we adopt then this whole movement of trying to put diversity and all this stuff, Operation Get Behind the Darkies, like they did in South Park? Or
holy shit, did they do that?
They did that.
Yeah, they did. That's what I said. So South Park was right.
Hey, but it worked.
They got the balls.
Won.
They got the balls.
Years of people gonna die.
All right, play it, Rhino.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, it just boils down to Star Wars is for everybody. And if you're not reflecting the people you see in the real world in your fantasy worlds, there's a problem. And I think it's really great that thank you. Let's clap for diversity.
Oh, Jesus.
Do y'all remember who this bitch is, too?
No.
No.
Yeah. She looks different. That's her?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, see gummy.
Wow.
She got some big gums.
Wow. Well, she ate Gumby or some shit. Holy cow.
Who is she?
Ariel. Is that her name? Christina?
Yeah, she's the one that was doing all that shit on Twitter.
She looks different, right?
She's the racist bitch who was on Twitter. So
Justina Ireland. Sorry, no, it's Justina Ireland. Thank you.
Ireland, yeah, sorry.
Yes, Justina Ireland. It was one of those two racists.
Yeah.
I loved Kathy.
All those racists look alike to me.
Yeah.
Christina Ariel gets plowed by a white guy. She's been married to him for, a couple of decades now, right?
Yeah, she's
well, she wants to see some diversity in bed.
She's got this sex slave. I mean, that's disgusting.
By the way, real quick, this was the second point I was going to bring up an hour ago.
I wish she quit fetishizing white people.
Only the second point?
Only the one. In the next 7 years in Star Wars, man, women are going to have a rough go because, they do not exist by the time we get to A New Hope.
None of them work for the Empire.
They're everywhere. Stormtroopers. You know there was a female stormtrooper.
What?
That's right.
The Empire was diverse until A New Hope.
They get shot, and instead of that noise, that noise you hear?
The genocide, which, by the way, I'm on board with, but I'm just saying.
Palpatine walked in, he's like, there's way too much estrogen in here.
I don't like boobies. I'm going to read a couple.
What would the order be? It would be order.
We have a problem. All the female officers are starting to sync up.
Order
mess.
Lucasfilm got ahead of the criticism by saying that we're all racist with Moses Ingram because that chick can't fucking act.
She can't act at all.
She can't act, and it's got nothing to do with the color of her skin. If it was the same acting in a white woman, if it was the same acting in a black man or a black
it's the same problem I had with Bill Burr the first time he was on.
Badly written character to begin with.
It is a badly written character.
Bill Burr playing Bill Burr. There's a Boston kid.
He played Bill Burr.
Yes, and that was the problem I had. A Boston kid in a galaxy far, far away. Well, now we have I don't know if she had a New York. Did she have a New York accent? I don't even know what type of accent she did, but didn't sound like she was from a galaxy far, far away.
Who?
It's like Deborah Chow just told her, hey, just be an angry black woman. Go.
Well, I mean, I like the stereotypes of it. You've got a white man in charge and Inquisitor. You've got his subordinate Asian, second in charge, and then you got the angry black woman.
Yeah, who's being held down. And he's going to take credit for her shit.
And of course, she refused to change her hair. She refused to change her hair. She made a big deal about that. I can't do anything that my hair doesn't do naturally. You're in Star Wars, all right? You got all of these people, makeup, hair. What?
Her eyes. Why aren't they all sithed out?
Well,
I don't know what's
the thing
going on
is,
with her,
the thing that I want to make a point. I want to make a point about Inquisitors. Inquisitors are not Sith. They are dark side users, but they are not Sith. No. I got to make that very clear because there's a lot of people out there saying, there's
only two Sith.
They should be up. These guys are not Sith. They are dark side users. And yes, you saw the Grand Inquisitor with the Sith eyes. I don't know whether or not that should be a thing or not, but
black don't crack, I guess.
Well, let me ask you a question. Are we going with the two Siths still?
Well, no, because they've changed the definition in their canon to be two Sith to rule the rest of them. So in their canon, these guys could very well be Sith. But in the EU, there were Inquisitors and they weren't Sith. They were, you could say, Dark Jedi assassins.
Just remember, you guys are not super fans, okay? We know what super fans sound like.
I'm Mr. Islam, and I'm so.
This goes on for a while.
Well, it's deep though.
Representative, inclusive, diversity, inclusive, representative, representation,
Okay, cut. My name's.
That was important, guys.
That was
Just remember.
triumphant.
Wow.
And
Yeah, that was 1 minute. And what did you say, Mr. Grant Greggy was only said twice?
They mentioned the word Tolkien once, and that was when the guy asked the question. None of the superfans even mentioned the word Tolkien.
No, they only mentioned 2 names in the entire video.
And who were
Sauron. Yeah.
Sauron and Galadriel. And Sauron, he's like that bad boy you want to like fix or some shit.
Yeah,
I remember that.
He has that quote unquote daddy energy, whatever that means.
I don't know.
I could fix him.
That makes me feel sick. All right, I'm going to read a couple super chats because I got some. Toxic Man Flu for $5 says, I am offended that at Parrot Head accepted Culture Casino's membership gift, but not mine. After all the dicks jokes we have shared, Parrot. Yeah, explain that, Parrot Head. Always fucking with me and goddamn George R. R. Martin. Mr. Buttcrack Media for Canadian $5. That is a great avatar. Hail Sporking and Gary and Culture and crew. Man. Kenobi was disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's an understatement, right?
It feels like they put like this is supposed to be 10 years after Revenge of the Sith, right?
Yeah.
And there is so much that happens that should have happened like a year after Revenge of the Sith, but they're just trying that for example, I got to tell everybody this because there's a few people out there that still don't know that this was the case. When Obi-Wan sliced up Anakin on Mustafar and left him on the shores there, Obi-Wan walks away assuming that Anakin died.
Yes.
Right? He under the assumption that Anakin died in that moment. He could no longer feel Anakin because he was
Anakin's
Vader.
dead.
There was no he suppressed Anakin that much that he could no longer feel him anyway. So he couldn't tell whether or not he was dead or alive, but he was under the assumption that he killed him. He leaves. Now, in the EU, the Kenobi novel takes place over the course of the first year after Revenge of the Sith.
Right.
But that's not where you find out when he finds out. When you find out is just after all of those events in the Kenobi novel, if you read the Rise of Lord Vader novel, at the end of that, there's a moment where he's sitting in a canteen on Tatooine watching the holonet with just another guy there drinking
another
with him.
bloke.
They're watching the holonet. And there's a report that Darth Vader hunted down a couple of Jedi on Kashyyyk that tried to rise up and take on the Sith, right? Vader took him out. Now, in that moment, Obi-Wan's sort of a little distracted, but still a little bit watching it. And he sort of half saw it. And he's like, what did that person just say the name was? And he goes, oh, Lord Vader. And Obi-Wan freaks out. Freaks the fuck out. He's like, I can't believe I brought Luke to his son's home planet. He's still alive. So yes, because there are people out there going, of course Obi-Wan knew he was still alive. Why is he having this reaction? No, but it should have happened a year after, not 10 years after.
Well, that's just it. Right? I'm not one who's into doing the homework. I'm not into the EU stuff, but I can just assume, right? Like chances are you're going to eventually hear about Darth Vader, and he knew he was dubbed Lord Vader. Right. So you'll put 2 and 2 to fucking gather sooner or goddamn later, right?
You're talking about a guy that's like, oh, I need to change my name. Ben Kenobi.
Yeah, Ben Kenobi works.
He may not be able to put that shit together. You know what I mean?
You've got to make the Star Wars universe a real universe. On the holonet, they've got sports events that happen, right? You've seen them on, when you in the movies, you've seen the screens with the droids playing football. Mm-hmm. Right? There's heaps of stuff like that. It's a real universe.
Culture?
Things happen.
But here's the thing, and this is for you, Ryan.
Culture, everybody.
Anybody else that is deeply invested in the EU, right? My question is this. can Lucasfilm make up their mind? Do we need to actually have homework in order to follow on with any of the stuff that they're doing in their TV programs or films? Or should they be loosely connected and relevant or familiar enough that we don't have to do homework in order to understand where the story is at? Because right now they cannot make up their fucking mind.
Ultra, this is where it falls down.
What the fuck are you talking about?
This is where it falls down, because when Lucas was in charge of it, the expanded universe was an expanded universe. You didn't.
So that means that what it really means. I got it now.
You didn't need to read it to know what happened. In Disney Star Wars, however, you've got piles of homework this big just to know how a force dyad works and how that's relevant to being able to force heal someone, right? And then they break their own canon with Grogu being able to force heal. Like, they cannot keep shit straight because they don't care.
I only got one last thing to say about Obi. And when you talk about like explaining homework and force dyads, that's what made me think of it. Yeah. And that is, how is everybody so over fucking powered when Obi-Wan Kenobi should be one of the best fucking Jedi ever, period, hands down, no argument.
Because they don't know how to write that.
He's Obi-Wan goddamn Kenobi. He faced down a Sith. He faced down Anakin Skywalker. He faced down General Grievous.
He's one of the only 2 Jedi Council members to survive.
And he's having a hard time getting it up in this.
Yeah.
Sorry, my daughter's here, so take a second.
Well,
Gary,
that was awkward.
Are you an EU guy?
And perfect timing award goes to Tom.
I know some. I read the Dark Horse comics, but I didn't read a ton of the books. Some of the books, but not a ton of the books. And it's been it's been a long time since I've seen the prequels. And the question I had is, remember the Jedi archive in the prequels?
Yes.
Right. So what happened to that afterwards? Did the Empire, did Palpatine get access to that? Because that would be a way you can explain things. Or did the Jedi destroy it before the fall of the temple? I can't remember that for some reason. I don't know.
I don't think
they were kind of vague, I think.
Yeah.
Well, because doesn't Obi-Wan and them, don't they access it to get the footage? So maybe, I don't know. Yeah, that's
he sets out a beacon to tell everybody, all the Jedi, to get away. And then I think there's some passing dialogue between, I don't remember if it's between Palpatine and one of the clone troopers, but something about destroying the temple.
Light this shit up.
Do you reckon and there's a question for everyone. So again, Qui-Gon isn't supposed to be able to manifest himself as a Force ghost. He never completed the training to be able to do that ability. He can speak, obviously, through the Force, but he can't manifest himself. Do you think that they're going to show him? Do you think they're going to manifest him?
Well, I mean, if they can show that
him
and
like
Yoda
taking the helmet off, right? It's like, they've got to take Mando's helmet off.
I don't know, because Liam Neeson made a joke about
cancelled though.
Take a breath, one at a time.
Liam Neeson made a joke about not showing up unless it's for a movie.
Wow. He did. That's true.
I think that at least they would show like Yoda and Qui-Gon like hanging out in Space Force Heaven or what have you, and they go over like, "Yo, this is what I learned from my time in Force Heaven,
Space
what
Limbo."
Have you. By the way, real quick before anybody jumps in,
Point three from an hour ago.
Point 2 from an hour ago.
Okay.
I felt like a dumbass in the movie theater when they said Force dyad. I'm like, what the fuck is a dyad? But there was too many people around. I couldn't fucking Google it. I'm like, why don't I know what that is? Does everyone know what a dyad is? Everyone's just going along with it. I have no the whole movie. I had no clue what a dyad was, and everyone's like, "Oh yes, dyad.
Oh yeah, dyad. Yeah.
Nobody fucking knew what that meant. I've never heard that word.
Everyone gave each other looks like, "Oh
like,
yeah,
yes, you
finally
know this, yes.
a dyad."
Yeah.
I know what the triad is. They're badass. Gary, do you think
the
show
whole Qui-Gon thing though?
Yeah.
You know,
okay, Mark.
Like, you heard him at least twice in the show say, "Master, if ever I needed you, it would be now." So you know he's been trying, but it's been 10 years.
Right.
You know, 10 years. Yeah, what's going on? Like, why is there no
Yoda
connection?
didn't teach him well enough, I guess.
I would have told him. Yeah,
I know, Gary.
He's on Sprint, so he doesn't get connection to the Force.
Well, I know there's a one planet where the Force is very powerful, in one of the shows that they show him physically be able to. But no.
Is that like Horizon?
Is it Rebels or is it one of the cartoons? They actually show him able to manifest because he's on a very powerful Force planet. I can find it because they do show it.
Yeah, it's in the World Between Worlds. He's able to show up to Ezra.
Oh, was that it? World
It's
Between
stupid.
Worlds.
It's fucking
Okay.
retarded.
Well, it is Disney.
Filoni retarded Filoniness.
Will they
That's
forget
what-
that
that's
they
what it
did
is.
that though, Gary? Will they forget it? Like
Yes.
MCU has forgot
Yes.
everything too?
They've forgotten things from the original trilogy. I think they're going to forget everything else. I think if they can't get like basic shit right, they're just going to move along.
Yeah.
And as fans are always going to do, which I'm not going to vilify a fan for doing this, they're going to project things on to the thing they love that doesn't exist anymore. I mean, I think people, I'm going to relate one of Eric July's arguments to Star Wars. People like the idea of it, but it doesn't exist anymore. It hasn't for years. The Disney, there's going to be a point where people go, they've had this thing for 10 years and they haven't made anything good.
No.
Not a single thing
This
has been
could be
good.
it, man. This could be it.
Well, Scott,
Obi-Wan.
it's like you said. Are they going to use what they've already got in their canon? Well, there was an opportunity in this episode that Reva could have used her helicopter lightsaber to fly right over to where Obi-Wan Kenobi
Used her
was.
hair.
But instead of that, we get a stupid parkour. But instead of that, we get a stupid parkour that makes her look absolutely in the CGI on that was
Terrible.
pathetic.
Oh, that was terrible.
Why
But
did she
yeah,
just
that-
sit there while the ship
Their
went
own
off?
canon from Rebels says that she could literally turn on her lightsaber, turn it into a helicopter, and fly over there, and it would have been a hell of a lot quicker, a hell of a lot easier. But no, we can't do that.
Yeah, bro.
Well, I mean,
lift,
she was
drag.
she was defeated by a bit of fabric earlier on when she couldn't get around out of the bar. So
The flag that he drops.
I wish she had that one. That would be the dope one.
I
All
hate
right,
that.
let me read a couple of these things here. We got Eric K.
Hang on. Culture wanted to let Culture say something.
No, Culture could freaking wait. He's one of my favorites. Eric, because you could speak first after this. You know what? For someone who talks a lot, you best shut up, Rhino. Eric K gifted 5 memberships. Thank you. Riff Mangos is a member again. Monkey Jeebus is a new member. 16-bit mascot for $5. Thank you, brother. Says, enjoy all that every one of you guys do. Help us get through this crazy world. Cheers, dumpers. Yep, that's this fan base, I guess. We are. Eric K for $5, or Eric K for nothing, but he's special enough. Says, Mr. Grant Gregory, that porn stash is epic. Darius MÁ×nchausen for $1.49 with his super sticker. It's usually popcorn. Darius has a channel,
was
guys.
popcorn.
Please,
I confirm
of
that.
course, check out his channel, guys. We have Josh here, Krushki, for $1.99. I tried. She read the script. I think we're talking about whipping her hair around.
Yeah.
Thank you, Josh. Mr. Tickle Trunk for Canadian $2. I'm offended that Tox is offended about culture.
Yeah, well,
Expensive.
Drunk 3PO, the only time he ever shows up is when somebody bigger than Gary or someone like that is here. $1.99 though. Thanks for all that huge YouTube money.
Yeah.
Mark with the C and Gary, Dream Team. They are.
You had enough characters to add me in there.
Yeah.
well,
Shout out to Drunk 3PO just hitting 60,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, much love, Drunk.
Wow,
Congrats,
can't wait
brother.
to be on his channel.
I love this man because he has seen what Jeremy does with $1, and he's at least $1 better with the super
What?
chat.
Least.
Yeah.
Well, he's not as sick as Jeremy because he didn't make out with a bunch of guys.
Yeah, got a
Wait
valid
minute.
point.
Are they playing volleyball?
Oh wow!
No, it wasn't playing volleyball.
Oh, then it's weird.
Yeah, water football. Flora from under
Water
a rock.
football? Are you talking about water polo?
No, your water football
That's in
game on the
chat
beach.
for Harambe, by the way.
Oh yeah. Well, as we
Yeah.
say over on Comics Division's channel, dicks out for Harambe.
Dicks out for Harambe. 6 years ago today, Harambe died, guys.
Rest in peace.
Why are you clapping for his death?
Well, it was a fucking monkey. Makini Draws for $2 super stick.
Can I say this before we get there? Charles has been on the stream the whole time.
Yeah, he has.
That's awesome.
He wants something. I don't know what though.
Love for Charles.
He wants attention.
I did just see Damajanai in the chat, guys. If you don't know Damajanai, he is criminally undersubbed.
Yes.
Please sub that man,
He's
guys.
awesome.
Please sub that man.
Love that guy.
He's one of the best. Brightest Day for $4 says, Scott, take your pennies and shut it. $2 I could shut for a minute, but it is my panel, so I have to talk. Brightest Day, I know where you work. Damajanai for $5. Kenobi was so trash. I need a glad bag just to hear about it. Shouts to the panel and chat. Keep on rocking. Friday Night Dark Council, make it happen. Wow. Promoting yourself. I like that.
Dude, that would be great. Could you imagine Friday Night Tarts meets the Dark Council?
With a dump involved.
I love it.
Okay.
Dump out.
I don't know.
Really open to it. And you know what? We won't wait till February. People
yes.
Wow.
There's limited time. There's limited time that month.
Oh, wait.
Right.
I mean, you could get away with it in June.
But wait, speaking of June, we're about to hit Pride Month. Are you guys ready?
Do it on January.
Hey,
do it on January 6th.
Our meetup is on June 16th, by the way. So.
June 16th.
Yeah.
That is beautiful. Hey, talking about Eric July before, PayPal fucked him.
Yeah, they did hard.
Yeah.
That's messed up. I was going to show that in a minute.
Yeah, I saw that. What the fuck's up with that?
I didn't watch that video. What happened?
No, I'll show you. It wasn't a video. It was a tweet.
It was a tweet.
I didn't see it. What the fuck?
So let me read this last one, and we'll save the other ones. Toxic Man Flu for $5. Mr. Tickle Drunk being offended at me, being offended at Parrot Head, choosing culture over me is more offensive than clapping for Harabi's death. Thank you, Toxic Man Flu. Dude, he is one of our panelists now, and Mr. Toxic Man Flu is one of the down-to-earth but most twisted minds I've met. You know, like, he can say some fucked up shit, but he's one of the coolest guys I've met, and I'm glad that I've done this YouTube thing for this. I meet some fucked up people that are really cool.
That's some fucked up shit right here.
Yeah.
He's a wonderful human being.
He is, man. He is. All right, let me share this real quick.
What a dong.
What a dong.
Yeah, huge dicks.
So Eric July, a couple hours ago. So Ask PayPal has effectively frozen my business account. They will not tell me why. I already called. They only opened an internal ticket to reconsider the account limit, and that is meaningless as they state there are no guarantees. Why the hell would they
account limit? Like, has he reached like a limit of an amount that they'll allow him to
receive?
There is a limited amount that a personal account can receive, but I'm pretty sure Eric's got a business account.
Yeah, he says it's his business account right there.
Account.
10,000 a month is the personal limit.
Yep. And he has a business account where there is no limit. So it's for his politics.
That's what it is, right? This is all about this man's politics.
Trying to keep a black man down. I see what's going on here.
Yep.
Interesting,
I mean,
because
this is before
Al Sharpton know about this
on his website. This is before his comic, his whole comic. It's not
my God!
Comic company that he started. Yeah, this is messed
That's
up.
because of that. It's because of that. He's a successful guy. He's got the wrong politics for these people out there, and they've gone after him, and somehow they've been able to do this. That's how I see it.
Okay, this is my paranoia, but I don't think this happens randomly.
Not at all.
No. Contacted PayPal, and it was a lot of people contacting PayPal to make this happen.
Yeah,
Well,
we campaigned.
Well, what Mark just said, trying to keep a black man down, he forgot to add on with the wrong political views.
But
Yep.
Well, no, wrong by somebody else's standards. But here's the interesting thing.
That's what I meant by it.
helped. Who helped found this company?
Elon.
Yeah.
That's true, but he sold it though, right?
Yeah, he sold it.
But I mean, it's not like he couldn't start another one.
PayPal sucks now.
They banned me. They froze my account.
They froze. Wait a minute, Matt.
Yeah, they froze my. Yeah, they did because we were setting up the stream element thing, and they're like, "No way, somebody sent you $1," and they just froze it. I'm like,
I thought it was going to be like you kept overdrafting or something like that.
No, it was we were setting up the stream element, so we tested it. So I think Grant sent me $1 through it, and then they're like, "No one's going to send this guy money. Fuck off."
They went, "No,
they froze it.
You've reached your limit."
Yeah,
I think Gary's 100% right. It's because he's one of the most successful independent.
Correct.
Basically,
I guess you consider conservative black men out there right now. That's why.
Drag him to the ground. They're going to try and drag him down somehow, and the only way that they can do that isn't through his words or anything like that, because he's not saying or doing anything wrong. The only way they can attack him is to get him where he's successful, and that is to run a smear campaign to try and get shit like this to happen. It's not a coincidence. Gary's absolutely right. There's no coincidence here. It's a planned thing. It was done. And it's the truly evil people out there that actually go ahead and run these things, do these things,
Look at
get
this
other
part.
people on board.
Well, look at this part. Unfortunately, if this stands, we will not be able to use this anymore. Those of you that are members of ericdjuly.com, which replaced Patreon, you'll notice that your payments did not go through. Like, you're going to break this man of how he makes money.
Well, this is how they attack you. Yeah.
It's messed up, man. It's just wrong. It's just so wrong.
And the other service, Venmo, owned by PayPal, right? So what other services? I'm sure
there's Cash App, but who owns that one? I can't remember now.
Cash App might be safe because Pulte uses it. So,
well, they're kind of shady. That's I quit using Cash App a long time ago.
Yeah, I see. Let me tell you this: you can be a quasi bank, not that difficultly. It's not that difficult to become one, but you have to have the underwriting in order to make it happen. That's the barrier. That's the barrier to starting it.
Maybe we need to do some kind of cooperative credit union just for YouTubers.
We should, and we actually can.
I'm not kidding. I'm being fucking completely and 100% serious.
Probably inevitable.
It could actually happen because those banking regulations are much looser. Putting together a credit union, a savings and loan, way easier. So,
yeah, I just look at it and think, none of this is going to help Eric right now. It's sort of a similar thing that happened to Josiah Rises, right, with his actual
Josiah
YouTube channel.
got rocked. Fuck.
It's these successful people out there that are just giving their opinions, telling the truth and then giving their opinions, that then gets all these people out there all butthurt, and then they've got to go out and try and shut down these successful people because they are the ones spitting truth.
Yeah.
It's
the only way they can try. It's the only way they can try to keep people quiet.
It's the
because they believe it's the culture they believe in. They created. If I can't control this person, let me try to destroy their livelihood. Really, their lives. Because the way I take it, if you try to take my money from me, you're trying to kill my children. Yeah. And I will do whatever it takes to fight you with my $300 a month I make from YouTube. I will crush you. I will crush you.
You make that much? What the fuck? Money? That's bullshit.
Baller.
Look,
all right.
I wish I made that much.
I about showed my address, about doxed myself. I think it's incredibly important.
We all know you live on Epstein Island.
Yes.
Stop it.
Little culture.
We all know that when you start your own thing that competes with their thing, they don't like it. So do you know what I got in the mail today?
ARRP?
No. Jeremy's razors, kids.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was going to be something completely different.
No.
I thought it was going to go with that sex orgy thing they were doing on Twitter.
I got fucking pillows.
Shave my neck.
And your
balls.
No, my
balls.
neck.
All three of them.
It's really quite breathtaking.
I thought it was going to be like from Jeremy's sex toys or something.
I can't.
That was a great pull.
I get itchy, right? Okay, this is where I get itchy. This is fine. I get itchy here. No,
he said he was going to be doing it on his own, so I was thinking fleshlight.
This is when Miss Culture the boss goes to sleep.
Actually, no. This is going to be an unboxing video. I'm going to unbox Jeremy's
I don't care for that.
You know what?
What are you putting in a box?
It was an actual serious.
He's put his dick in a box.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? It's Culture's dick.
If Culture was going to get a fleshlight, it'd be shaped like a wine bottle.
That's true.
Oh, Jesus.
That's actually true.
That's kind of kinky, actually.
That is kind of kinky.
By Gary.
Let's get serious.
Can we call
again?
it the Amber Heard special?
No, that's not serious.
No, go for it, Raging.
In Moon Knight, when
we're going there.
When
Calm down, Tina.
he gets taken over by the hippo fucking god, right?
Yeah.
Remember that bit?
Yep.
Did you find it really funny how they gave her the split personality with the god?
Yep.
Trying to give her Mark and Steve's little thing. I also found it funny that every time the god spoke through her, it was nowhere near as painful as it was for Mark when he was in the thing.
He fell to his knees.
And I also found it funny that she was able to use the suit so easily, and especially it's supposed to be a hippo suit, but it's got wings.
Like most hippos do. They have wings and claws.
She was able to use the suit, whereas when Steve used the suit for the very first time, it was like, how the fuck do I use this thing? Like everything that they wanted Steve to have, they ended up giving to her. Even the split personality thing.
The best line. The best line is like, "Are you an Egyptian female superhero?" And just as she killed people, she's like, Yes, I am.
But there was also there was one more thing with that. Oh, the split personality thing I thought was so stupid because Mark had a reason to have the split personality. Every time
Well,
Mark
it wasn't a split personality though. You got to take it as
you know what I mean though. You know what I mean? She doesn't have that element. She doesn't have that thing where she's got the childhood trauma where she's trying to separate the two people. She's just got all of a sudden.
She does have a childhood trauma. She was so awesome that the men didn't realize it. Okay?
It's usually childhood trauma is the latest flavor. I mean, look what happened to Paul Reaver.
But that is not the original books. That's not what it is. He crafted personas to navigate around the world so he wouldn't be revealed for what he was.
Culture is a sexist.
But hang on a second. He had this split personality thing, or the separate people, when he was a kid.
Separate people.
He then got married later on in life, but she's got no idea about this split personality.
No, she's been banging alternate people.
But she knew about the Moon Knight costume, but she didn't know about Steven at all.
So weird. Like these people.
I didn't even think
write.
about that.
These people can't write. But anyway,
Well, Khonshu doesn't take over Mark either. So for one, having a fertility goddess shepherd the dead is stupid. I mean, if you know even a little bit about Egyptian culture, it's dumb. Right. They're in the duad, so like it's it was fucking dumb. But
did you guys watch the whole thing?
Had more, more personality when the hippo goddess was in her than she did for the rest of the show. That was the only time she actually like cracked a smile and had a personality.
Playful.
The one more point that I wanted to make was that when Steve or Mark is communicating to Khonshu, the god, it's like they're communicating to him. They can see him. He's there. Right? When she's communicating to the god.
Why did she have to do that?
Communicating through her body.
Yeah. That's a more valid point right there. Why?
Weird. It's so jarring and so MCU. They have MCU'd everything. And Disney is MCUing everything.
It's her wars.
Wars
okay? It's Star Hers. Yeah.
Star Hers, her wars. Yeah. We're still working on that.
She wars.
I made it exactly 12 minutes into the show before my brain exploded with anger and I was done. You don't do that to a comic fan of Moon Knight, first of all. You just don't. I was so angry.
Sorry,
look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the replacement, Gary. That's your replacement.
I shared that. This is a fan art, but it's fucking true.
Oh, it's terrible.
I mean, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 women replacing one. Well, we do have one woman replacing one woman, even though that one dressed really hot and the other one
was a redhead,
frumpy suit. Yeah, redhead.
You the female Hulk looks compared to like the Hulk. Like, you know, he's up there like this.
Right.
And she's down here like this.
She's all tall and slender.
You know, and here's the thing. I mean, Miss Pugh is a gorgeous woman, but they put her in like I just took a dump like astronaut pants. I fucking hate that.
That's what I was talking about. They make her look frumpy. And another thing that Andre brought up today, which I really liked. If you guys didn't check that out, watch the early show today with Andre from Midnight's Edge. He was talking. We were watching the Thor trailer, and we're gonna watch the Andor one because I haven't seen it yet. But he was watching the Thor trailer with us, and he made a valid point. Like, take any of the things they're doing to Thor right now, the actual Thor, and reverse that with a woman, like him losing weight. He has to lose weight and get into shape because he had a dad bod and now he's back to God bod. If you said that about a woman, you'd be destroyed. If you had a woman chained up and flicked off her clothes.
We did it.
Yeah, we showed that. We showed that
too.
All
the men faint or all the men like oogling over the thing.
Right.
Look at that.
They would have a problem. But with men now, you could sexualize men. You can make fun of men's weight. You can make fun of anything that has to do with a man, Gary.
I still think
culture, Gary.
At that moment, I still think at that moment, they should have played MC Hammer's Here Comes the Hammer the minute they flicked off his clothes.
That's a good one. I do like that one.
Well, you did say
the hammer is his penis.
Yeah,
I'm curious what Gary has to say.
Yeah,
about
I want to hear what Gary has to say.
But no, I think there is a truth to the whole dads being treated as dumb for years. So now it's just ultra bad. But yeah, go ahead, Gary.
It's part of the. It's just part of the culture now, right? We're just so stupid.
It is.
And like right down to commercials, we're dumb in every commercial. We're actually surprised when somebody's portrayed well, or they like in Moon Knight when there was an abusive mom. We're like, whoa, what?
I was taken back by that one.
And
it was actually nice to see Antilles be, a decent dad. That was one of the few good parts in Obi-Wan.
But like with Moon Knight, of course, they had to make it Jewish, didn't they?
Antilles?
Antilles?
Or not Antilles.
Uncle Owen.
Uncle.
No. When he was talking to Leia.
Bail
Organa. That's what I meant, Organa, yeah.
Antilles lace. But
that was his boss.
It just
Yes,
it blows
drunk.
my
We
mind.
read your super chat, drunk.
Yeah, you must have left before.
Of course you left and came back and just wanted to know if we read it.
Yeah.
We also shouted you out for 60,000 subs.
Yeah,
Congratulations, my man. Much love.
He was probably taking some selfies or something. I don't know.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
can you just say hi to Drunk because he needs it.
Hi, Drunk. Congratulations on 60,000 subscribers. Well earned. You're a big YouTuber now. Did you want to hear that? You're a big YouTuber.
He clipped that. You know
He
that,
clipped
right?
the shit out of that.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Drunk.
He
Remember,
just
you got that
squeed.
from
I
the
heard it from
dump.
here.
You got that from the dump. What do you?
Taking a dump.
What is
Taking
this?
a dump while
I
listening
went to the
dump.
bathroom. He was taking a dump during the dump.
We have to watch this again.
No.
I've never seen this. I've never seen it. Oh, is it that bad, guys? It's Andor. Don't we? Who?
It's just
Guys,
pointless.
I'm sorry. Is it pointless? After I watched The Mandalorian, I thought, hey, I liked Rogue One. Let's go back and see Andor.
No, 3PO. Remember that.
Dude, this is discount Kodo drummer.
I like techno metal.
What was that noise?
Now we have throat singing because that's a thing in Star Wars.
This
Like the
made me
Dark
think
Crystal.
of Star Trek when the ship was coming out of the water.
Yes, it did. It looked great.
He did.
So there is a freeze frame in here where the kid's wearing an Adidas
Oops.
sweatshirt.
My bad.
That opening scene made me
What
think
is-
of Palpatine.
What is going on here? Like, why are we getting that like monk
I don't know,
throat
but
Tibetan thing?
I don't know, but somebody's going to be bad really soon. Who's
Oh,
bad?
ooh, let's see it.
They're about to violate the Prime Directive. Wally?
Oh, it's Wally.
Wally, right?
I thought that looked like the trash droid collection thing from Judge Dredd.
Wally.
That was
That's
good.
great.
That was good.
Great.
Does Disney not see that they're the empire in this story? That's the irony of the whole thing.
You know what's even funnier is, are we going to get any Casio keyboard in our Casio keyboard trailer?
Okay, I'm back.
A little bit. It's like 5 seconds, right?
Literally 5 seconds if you
I wonder
count
where
the kid
bait
version.
The bait and switch in this is going to be Mon Mothma.
Exactly. And that's why they should have just called it the Spark of the Rebellion or the Rise of the Rebellion and not called it Casio keyboard.
Yeah, I can't wait for Mothra versus Godzilla.
But they're going to cuck Mon Mothma.
Culture, you didn't hear? They say he's got to go.
Wow.
What's the bet they make Mon Mothma like General Holdo or whatever the fuck her name is?
Matt
Oh,
W.
good. So she's gonna die.
That's Adidas, according to Az.
That's that how he pronounces it? Adidas?
Adidas.
Adidas.
Adidas sweatshirt. It's like, no.
No, it's pronounced
You
Adidas.
guys call it Adidas. We call it Adidas.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
Adidas.
it's the Greek god Adidas.
All
Wait a
day
minute.
long, I dream about sex and all.
Americans
day
say
long.
everything correctly. And
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, like aluminum.
Well, let me ask a question. So, all you people that speak weird American think that says Adidas?
Az said
Adidas?
Adidas.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Adidas. Adidas.
Walking down 2/5 Street. Come on, Mark.
Adidas.
Well, why did you point out Mark? Why did you
Oh.
point out Mark when you did that?
Because
That was really
Yeah, black
racist.
That
guy
was
wears
so
Adidas.
racist.
Wow.
That was
Mark-
super
He was,
racist.
he was expecting some Run DMC.
Oh, you don't.
Adidas.
Yeah, but you don't think Gary would have known my Adidas or myself?
Gary listened to Punk.
Gary,
He was
Gary was in the
PIL
pit back
and
then.
DK.
Man. He was in the pit.
Mr. Hip Hop.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Really?
Yeah, dude, haven't you heard his rap? They've played it at the intro all the time.
What was your,
the hell
what was
was
your
that?
favorite? What was your favorite Grandmaster Flash thing, bro?
Did he do white lines?
White lights. That was a great song.
Rap song.
Who
of
was your
all-
roommate, Culture?
I ain't gonna tell nobody.
Here we go.
Oh, here we go
I'm
again.
doing it.
My
White
vote
lines.
is Lucas with the lid off.
Hip hop parade.
You took a picture of my morning.
Could I say that we've watched half of this and all we've talked about is hip hop?
Oh,
Hooray.
man. It reminded me of something. Did anybody else find it jarring that the clone that was begging for credits didn't recognize Obi-Wan Kenobi?
I thought that was a little weird myself.
One of the poster boys of the fucking Clone Wars.
Yeah. Well, you know, he was probably drunk.
Oh, good. They got Jodie Foster in this.
Oh, did you recognize her?
They're so proud of
Isn't she the
themselves.
waif?
Was that Jodie Foster?
No, that was
I'm kidding.
from Game of Thrones.
You're
I'm pretty sure. Go back. The blonde
Okay.
chick.
He's probably right. Yeah.
Wait. Bam, there.
Is that the waif?
Oh my God! It does look like the waif.
Is that what's his nuts' sister?
No.
What's that? Who's the
Adults are speaking culture.
The dude with no huevos. Or did they take it all off? I don't know.
No, that's
no.
not
The waif was in the
House of Black and White.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, fuck that chick. I really didn't like her at all.
Well,
She was also in a Doctor Who episode
was she really?
last Christmas. Yeah.
Was she one of the doctors, the 9,099?
No. This was before it. Like it was getting bad, but it was before it was really, really bad. It was a Peter Capaldi.
How was she in it? Was she playing a bitchy?
Doctor Who episode? No, she was really nice. She was a good character in the Doctor Who episode. Terrible in Game of Thrones as the waif.
Terrible.
It's not how the waif acted. Yeah, not at all.
Like jealous and shit. Like the waif was badass.
The waif
All right.
was really.
Wait. I'm telling you, this is remixed "Bad" by Michael Jackson. That is what's playing in the background right now.
I just want everybody to know House of the Dragon comes out in like 2 months, and I got a little bit of a Game of Thrones boner to talk about it. I'm sorry. I can't wait to talk about it. It's gonna be. It's either gonna be Gary. It's either gonna be a shit show or it's gonna be amazing. We're gonna talk about that right after this, though.
Amazing though. Like we know how the story ends.
Right.
There's no White Walkers. There's no zombies. There's nobody coming together at the end. It's pretty much everybody dies, and so do the dragons. Sorry to spoil it for you, but
yeah, guys.
Into the
Sorry.
story.
Hey, but there's Targaryens.
Not many at the end.
Not many at the end.
There's 2 at the end, and how many dragons?
You know what I noticed the other day? 2. The only thing I noticed the other day was, did you notice how much they changed from Fire and Blood to the Rogue Prince has changed that beginning section? Like the Rogue Prince shows you how the Hightowers got involved and could have been more involved in a lot of the underbelly of what was going on. But in Fire and Blood, they kind of make it that they come to get involved like 5 to 10 years later. I think you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, they retconned a bunch of it, and I think Fire and Blood only exists to like make Corlys Velaryon like a Gary Sue.
Yes.
Like and like they set that whole thing up because they knew they were going to race swap the character, so they had to make him just the bestest sailor ever.
All right.
And he was kind of badass, but like, sorry.
Before you continue playing, please share my screen.
Of course, we don't have to play any more of that, guys.
There you go. Filoni's got his dick in everything.
What?
Learn
the origins of Ahsoka. Tales of the Jedi is coming.
Blow that picture up with baby Ahsoka.
Understand, the moment that I become CEO of Disney, this shit dies in fire.
Did you guys see the leaked Ahsoka trailer?
No.
Oh.
Can you find it?
Filoni go home and fap to Ahsoka porn?
You know he does.
Tom,
you want me to do the
send
lip
it
thing
me?
again? I could do
Link.
that.
Anyway, I just wanted to show you that because that was out 30 minutes ago.
Look, we will get taken down if we show the leaked trailer.
But I want to see it.
There's a leaked trailer.
Send it to me.
Why didn't they show it at the? Did they show it at Star Wars Celebration? And is that what's leaked?
They're probably going to show it, and it's been leaked before. I don't know.
Yeah, it was leaked on Reddit.
It was really.
God, yeah, I think it's today's Sunday, but this is what happens to me on after Friday Night Tights. I like usually today I'm just watching TV and sleeping. But
well, how long are you on Friday Night Tights? Like 5 hours?
It's 5 hours. It's 8 hours if it's a 4 to 5 hour show. It's 10 hours if it's a 6 hour show because it's 3 hours prep. And then I went and saw Top Gun that morning, and then watched.
Hated it.
Fuck you! It was great, man. You're wrong.
Well, let him explain why. Let him explain why.
Well, if you're going to talk
Mad,
tourists,
no, it's not a spoiler.
Not now.
Mad,
Not
Mad,
now.
No,
Why not
Culture.
now?
Listen,
Culture, this is my fucking show.
What the fuck are you doing?
Machismo, say what you have to say.
There was no volleyball. I'm assuming. I haven't seen it, but I'm basing it off the trailer. They replaced it. Hold on. But I already know, because instead of volleyball, they're playing football on the beach with girls.
There was girls involved.
It was football with one girl.
I saw two because they tried to do a high five and they fucked it up.
With girls.
They fucked up the Top Gun high five. And second, Glass. Rooster, his anger was misplaced. Shouldn't have been mad at Maverick. Should have been mad at Glass, because that's what killed Goose.
Yep, a faulty ejection seat, correct?
And you can see all those points in my video that I put up this morning.
Watch the movie.
Yeah, you really should watch it.
No volleyball.
I am excited to see Kilmer. I am excited to see Kilmer.
How much denim is there, though?
Done very tastefully. It was very fucking cool and classic.
It was a good movie.
That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. Yeah,
I watched.
Okay,
Mark, you will love this film.
Dude, Mark, they open it up with Tom Cruise, and I don't care if it's fucking scripted or whatever. He sits down and goes, "We made this for you to have fun. This is escapism. Thank
But
you."
he actually says that.
Yes, almost verbatim.
Wow.
Almost
Every
verbatim.
fucking studio should be doing that. Every fucking studio should be doing that. And
Like, not as Maverick, as Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Sits down.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, and Gary's right. Almost verbatim, he said exactly what Tom said. This is for you guys in the audience.
That's
It was
awesome.
Amazing.
You know what,
Yeah.
Tom?
He's
You
a
know what,
liar.
Gary? You said something
fair.
perfect right there. I don't care if he believes it. I don't care if he cares about it. I love that he said it.
Yep.
No, if he meant it, he would have had volleyball in there and some denim.
Yeah, there was no denim, right?
There was denim.
And there were shirts off, and it was pretty homoerotic for a little while.
It was definitely
There's
homoerotic.
Kenny Loggins playing in the
There you
background.
Kind of.
Kenny Loggins is the
boys.
They're playing.
Boys.
I mean, if
That's not Kenny Loggins, everyone. That was actually Mad, just to let you know.
Yeah, just to let everybody know, it's still me mad.
And he spins, instead of spinning the volleyball at the beginning, they spin the football on their
in
finger.
the football. And Jennifer Connelly's looking.
She's so hot.
Shouldn't have been in the scene.
She's so hot.
So basically, what you're trying to tell me is this is a
I'm
movie
a
that
little pissed
Lofty
the women weren't
wouldn't like.
shirtless. That's all. That was fucked up.
What is? Because we're supposed to be equals now.
Doesn't
right?
seem fair,
Except
does
that
it?
I dug the chick in the film. I'm just going to say that out loud in front of humans.
It was good.
She was cool as fuck.
Nah.
Oh, that's very brave of you, Culture.
So this is a movie that Lofty wouldn't like because it's not woke enough for him.
Lofty would
hate this film. Yeah.
See, I just watched Northman.
Jingoistic.
Oh yeah, like that one.
Pro-American. There's no woman to peg me in there. So Lofty would hate it.
Oh, we actually showing the leaks here. You don't have to show
we're
them
not
here.
saying
I was gonna
anything.
say, do you want to show it or not?
You know what?
I
Let's
would-
wait to the end. We'll wait. Don't take it off. We'll wait to the end.
Andor trailer.
Yeah, the Andor. There you go.
Yeah, it's the
We're gonna
Andor
watch.
trailer.
It's the Andor trailer.
Solo. That's what I like to call it.
Takeo Downo.
Yeah,
Yep.
one solo.
We'll watch the rest of the Andor trailer at the end of this stream. But right now we're gonna bring up that Hawk,
many air
the
quotes
new
for my
UFO shit.
Oh yeah, I'll do that next. By the way, how great does Tom Cruise? Like, if anything, it's like, maybe there's something to the Zemu shit. It's like looking at Tom Cruise. You know what I mean?
He looks
I'm just
good.
saying.
Dad,
know
I'm
what?
telling you now,
I'm
there's
gonna
nothing to
consider
the Zemo
Scientology.
shit. I'm telling you that right now.
Zemu? You don't wait.
It's
Hey,
Xenu.
well, it can be pronounced either way.
My Lord and Savior will kill you now.
Gilded?
I'm just going to say that place is the worst cult you could ever get invested into.
He looks pretty fucking good, bro.
No,
That
you don't.
E-meter does some work.
I know if I come up with a couple more million, they tell me I can look just like him.
Wow.
Now,
Oh,
wow.
Gary, I've never got to
Get those
ask you this
super chats.
question.
Yeah,
This is
let's
a question
get
I
some
ask
super
everybody,
chats up.
real quick. Gary,
Okay,
if you
real
could
quick,
have
and then I'll do
a-
my super
yeah, yeah.
chats.
If you could have a six-pack like Army Hammer, would you eat a pinky toe? Just a single.
My own. Sure. It's my own.
Oh,
To get a
okay. That's a good
six-pack
response.
like
on
Army
there.
Hammer. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to eat somebody else's, because what if it's like Brie Larson feet?
Oh,
I'll definitely taste like cheese, man.
You'd be eating a pinky toe to be
Eat
eating
down.
like a big toe.
I can barely feel my pinky toe. I've broken it so much. So, I mean, if I cut it off right now, I probably wouldn't even know.
Oh,
So
so
there
it's
you
already
go.
pre-tenderized.
Yeah, that's kind of cheating, though. You would have to eat a Brie Larson toe that's kind of
Yeah.
corns and all.
No.
I think that goes against the spirit of
I'll
the.
stick with the bot I've got, and I'm fine.
All right, let's catch up on some
Eat a
super
Leslie
chats.
Jones toe. Eat a Leslie Jones toe.
Oh,
How about
No,
you know that would be chewy.
not for all the money in the world. Same goes for Brie Larson too. I don't want to sound like I'm down on Leslie or anything.
No. Whoa. No.
All right, E. Clay Thomason.
No.
E. Clay Thomason for 99 cents. Ice cream, chocolate ice cream. Thank you, sir. As always, we got Joshua Fitch. He says for $1.99, thanks for Gary for introducing this show. Yo, CC. Well, you are welcome, my friend. I guess, well, actually, there's been quite a few of you subscribing, so thank you. Don't forget to subscribe. We had about 200 people, 198 watching right now, so thank you very much.
Yeah.
Our record is 154,
That.
so or 254, I mean. So let's do that, people.
Yeah.
Brightest Day for $2. He says that would be a threat if you ever showed up to. He means work. You're a dick.
Yeah. I've heard about that.
Yeah, I go when I need to. I have sick kids all the time. 16-bit mascot for $3.50. He says, speaking of undersubbed, hail mad street smarts, FTW.
That's
What's
for
that?
the win.
MBE for life.
win.
Dick in, dick out.
Wow.
That's right. That's our
Yeah.
motto.
But it is not a chant. I don't care what you.
No, it's not a chant.
Okay, Makini Draws. Thank you, 16-bit. Makini Draws for $10 says, Doctor Who was able to destroy canon and lore, making it irreputable. Irreparable. Thank you. I can't speak. In one single episode, I'm dyslexic. For Disney, it took 3 films plus a slew of Disney Plus shows to pull it off. Worse is both are still doing it.
Yeah. And you know what? If from now on, if I could just ask all of you, just to, instead of Disney Plus, just say Disney minus.
Oh,
Please.
look at you. Haha, get it?
It's an extra syllable. I'm not putting in that effort.
Disney minus. Time profit, yes. Sporking did have to pay me. By the hour,
of course.
Amount of money.
Has anybody watched any
That's why
of
you guys got to keep
New
giving me
Worlds,
super
by the
shots.
way?
No.
Wait, what?
Anyone Strange New Worlds.
Yeah, I
Anybody
watched
check
the
that
first.
out?
I watched the first episode and half of the second one.
Yeah,
Gary?
Got bored and started watching Babylon 5.
Yeah,
it was boring.
That's what I figured.
It's fine. They're trying a different thing, right? But the episodes, and I'm fine with long episodes as long as something's happening.
Yeah.
But I'll probably go back when the wife wants to see it. But I was like, yeah, I'd rather watch Babylon 5.
Yeah.
It's kind of boring.
It's not bad. It's just boring. That's the easiest way to put it. Yeah.
Have they introduced Kirk yet? The new Kirk or whoever he's supposed to be?
Oh, on no, I went to
No,
Babylon
not
5, not on in Strange New Worlds or in.
Yeah, Strange New Worlds.
I was thinking Stranger Things. Why was I saying Strange New Worlds? See,
I don't know. I'm very confused.
Strange New Worlds introduces Kirk next season. I've only watched 2 episodes of Strange New Worlds, and it fucking sucks. It's
okay.
terrible.
Now we're back. Okay,
I'm about 4 into Stranger
I was
Things.
thinking about because I was bored and I watched Babylon.
Wait a
5.
minute.
It's a little slower, yeah. But I by the
Wait a
way,
minute.
man,
Stranger Things 4 is out?
yeah.
Yes.
Fuck.
Came out same day as Kenobi. By the way,
Sorry about that. My confusion.
Oh, and
My-
it's trending. It's trending better, by the way. And Matt knows this.
Matt, you know this.
He does. Stranger Things is
Cut
trending
you off. That's
higher,
why he said that.
higher than Kenobi. Yeah, and I
That's
needed to
just
cut
not
him
what I
off.
was gonna say.
And it's and you know what's trending more than both of those?
Give a shit.
I don't know, but
Top
Matt
Gun
knows.
Maverick.
Top Gun Maverick, 150 million.
Gross.
Yeah.
Too many
That's
girls.
impressive.
But listen, Stranger Things, right? If they're freaking out about the beginning of Obi-Wan, wait till they see the first episode of Stranger Things.
Yeah, I know, huh?
It's a little worse.
That's it.
Yeah.
They added warnings now.
Oh, they did.
warnings
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I wish
Wow.
they had warnings for shitty content. That if they're gonna be doing that.
Yeah,
Well, they
Netflix-
do.
I
You
wish
see
they
the
would.
Disney Plus.
Monday's video.
Shut up, Matt.
Monday's video is going to be on Netflix, and the fact that they are having an outright revolt in their very midst, it's insane.
Oh no, what happened?
They hired woke employees, and then they started firing some of the diversity hires, and they pissed off the woke employees. It's really weird how that happened.
It's amazing.
So funny. It's almost like we've been trying to tell you. You hire these people, you're trapped by them forever.
Yes, forever.
Get rid of them. In fact, that should be the number one question. How woke are you? Okay. Well, I tell you what, we'll call you.
That is you can never get rid of him. That's why you'll never get rid of Kennedy until she wants to retire.
Yeah.
Brightest Day for $2. Also,
No, he got
credit-
shot in the 50s. Oh, different one. Never mind.
No, different. That was in the 60s. Brightest Day for $2. Good attempt on your American history, though. Also, credit for this baller panel. Thank you, Brightest Day. You rock, man. 16-bit mascot for $3.50. My beer full of fridge said send another. Cheers. Well, thank you to you and your beer full fridge.
Your beer full of fridges.
Yeah, that didn't come out right, did it? Toxic
You
Man
pulled
Flu.
it off, though. You pulled it off.
I tried. Toxic Man Flu for $5. Oh God. We've seen hair product 13 cultures gremlins themed fleshlight. If you slog.
No, if you splooge.
Splooge.
That's a G though.
Yeah, there's a G in splooge.
There's a G in splooge with the E after it. And if
shit, you're right. Splooge.
You're bad.
How are you pronouncing it?
I kicked out of 3 high schools, and I just corrected your English.
Yeah, that's pretty pathetic, huh? Splooge. And then, I'm sorry, I didn't know how to say splooge that well, guys. And after midnight, it turns into your ex-wife.
You should probably read all of that together.
Yeah, we got
Why don't you read it? You read it, motherfuckers.
Hold on. How are you trying to pronounce splooge?
Yeah, what was that word?
Was it splooze?
I switched the G and the P, but in my head it was right. I was like,
Skloop.
What kind of fucked up dyslexia is that? Where letters,
Paltrow.
you're switching letters from opposite sides of the word. That's not how it works.
You should see me writing who and how, motherfucker. It happens all the time.
D is for dyslexia.
All right, one more time for $5 freaking.
Super dyslexia.
We've seen hair product number 13. Cultures Gremlins themed fleshlight. If you splooge in it after midnight, it turns into your ex-wife.
Oh no!
I feel like that's directed at me somehow.
Yeah, it's directed at all you.
So
dicks.
you were trying to say galoob?
How many people have ex-wives here? Raise your hand.
Huh? Oh,
what was that?
What?
How many people have ex-wives?
You don't even know what he's talking about. Oh wow, you do.
Yeah.
I could see that definitely with Mad.
Dude, it's crazy.
30 some plus years over here, kids.
Why
that's fucking crazy.
Why do you have to throw that at people's face?
Half Pakistani, half Mexican. I do not recommend that mix. That's a wild mix.
There. The boss is right there.
Women get between toys and DVDs for the balds.
Well, hello, boss. Nikki D for $5. Do you think Top Gun 2 will prevent Doctor Strange 2 from reaching 1 billion in the box office worldwide? If it doesn't reach 1 billion, will Disney be mad?
Yes and yes.
I think simply just reaching 1 billion is kind of a disappointment.
They aren't going to get there. Yeah, I mean the legs on this film already fell off.
It'll crawl there.
Yeah, it won't. Dude, you realize how long they had to leave the last Star Wars film in theaters for it to get to $1 billion?
Yeah,
that was one of the longest dragouts ever to get there.
Theaters revolted over that. They forced them into 60 days with thousands, because usually they reduce it, right? I forgot how much the number was, but they made it twice as much theaters.
Yeah.
All right, let's skloop it out, guys. Skloop. That's my name. Skloop it out.
That's going to be a thing.
By the way, just a quick side note: the new Star Wars formula that they've come up with is babysitters in space. So you've got Mando and Grogu. You've got in the Bad Batch, you've got Omega and the Bad Batch guys and the uncles and the brothers.
It's Omega, not Omega.
And now we've got Obi-Wan. With Leia, babysitters in space.
Don't use the hard R with that word, Scott.
Sorry.
And they just showed baby Ahsoka.
Oh yeah, we got baby
now we're gonna have
Ahsoka.
baby Ahsoka. Like it's just babysitters.
There's some young Jedi show too coming.
Holy shit, they're baby.
Plus, there's also the Goonies show
Muppet
coming.
Babies, yes,
Muppet Babies, yes, it's Muppet Babies in space.
Star Wars babies, they can do it for you.
Disney loves
When your
diddling
room
babies.
looks
That's why
kind
they're
of weird
bringing
and
in
you
all the
wish
babies.
that you were in Tatooine.
If you use the Force today, will you go splooge? I don't know.
No, it's
ruined
really. I was hoping somebody jumped in while I was doing that because I had nowhere to go with it.
No, you went straight to splooge.
You sklooped that up.
I sklooped the shit out of that. Fuck. All right. Gary, there's new material out there. God damn it.
Dude, I'm sharing the video, by the way.
I know. I just want to read this real quick.
I'll read it.
So a UAP.
Is this from the conference they just had?
Yes.
Congress
Can you enhance? Can you enhance this?
can you just chill for a second? UAP footage captured by a U.S. Army
Zoom in,
helicopter
enhance.
has just been released. So I just wanted to read this part. On November 6, 2018, the pilots of the U.S. Army AH-64 Apache attack helicopters were on a training flight in Arizona. They were in Arizona when they spotted these unidentified flying objects. Okay, go ahead.
You have to add it.
I will add it.
Let's see.
Customer Longbow 281 lane 4 request west slope.
All right, this looks like some made up bullshit.
No,
it is not made up. It's real.
I know where this is.
I played this Sega game.
Yeah, it's in
before.
Arizona. We all know where it is.
Just because we said Arizona, you knew from this scene where this
He's like,
was.
I know where it is. Yeah,
I've
Arizona.
seen that patch of dirt before.
Well, that's a runway.
I've
Arizona.
I played this game before too.
Yeah, it's called Aviator.
Top Gun.
Could never figure out how to take off.
I don't want to say.
Longbow 281.
I can never
north of
land on the
tower 2
aircraft
west slopes.
carrier.
One count. 281. Roger. There's 3 really fast flying jets up there.
Probably
Probably some A-10s or some S-16s.
Holy shit! Did they just take off and they're already seeing them?
Yeah, they haven't
yeah.
even taken off yet.
They haven't even taken off. They just looked up. Now they are.
Oh shit! You can see.
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
God.
He can't even track them. Or maybe he is.
Oh, they better go off the green
Customer
screen.
Longbow
there.
281 lane 4 request west slopes.
This is zoomed in on object.
Longbow 281. Taxi north of tower 2 west slopes. One count.
Whoa.
281. Roger. There's 3 really fast flying jets up there. Probably some A-10s or some S-16s.
I think I just shit my
Looking
pants.
up there.
Yeah,
Look how quick that one overtook that one.
Gone. Just
No, that's- yeah.
playing games with them.
That's a straight out boogie.
Not looking up there.
They're rotating around each
Holy
other.
shit!
Request
Did
west
you
slopes.
see that?
Yeah.
All right.
Crazy.
Look at that.
Whoa.
Yeah, they do like a
planes,
cork.
planes can't do that.
Yeah, we
Okay.
don't.
You
Longbow
also see up
281.
the top
Taxi
left
north of tower
corner
2
of it,
west
yeah.
slopes. One count.
I apologize that they color filtered this, guys. We're not like that on this channel.
281. Roger. There's 3 really fast flying jets up there. Probably some A-10s or some S-16s. Not looking up there.
It's almost
There it
like
is.
they're-
Look at him.
Dude.
It's
They
like
just
he moved in
You can't
behind
do
him.
that. Yeah, you can't actually do that.
No, physically. I don't
Longbow
think.
281. Taxi north of tower 2 west slopes. One count.
His name is Bruce.
281.
Ooh, somebody found
There's
Pro.
3 really fast flying jets up there. Probably some A-10s or some S-16s.
Watch it.
Not looking up
Yep.
there.
You can't do
Here
that.
comes the corkscrew right there. Boom, dude. That is insane.
That's,
That is
Dude, he
insane.
went all the way around him.
you
yeah.
can't do that.
Look
I
at
reckon
that.
it's just
Look.
dust on the
Oh
camera.
no! Holy shit!
It's dust on the camera
Oh
lens.
my God.
Longbow
It is
281.
not.
Taxi north of tower 2 west slopes. One count.
Could be. You never know.
281.
Well, I'll read a little bit
There's
more
3
after
really
this.
fast
No,
flying
that's
jets up
not
there.
the way the pips
Probably
work.
some A-10s or some S-16s.
But why would they pick it up on radar?
That's it. It wouldn't be on radar.
Those
Look at
things are
that.
faster than that last chick you met at the bar.
Hey-o.
Better
And for him
s-
to be commenting on how fast they're moving as well.
That is insane. So, back to this one. At unidentified phenomenon making wild maneuvers in the sky, not too far away and not particularly high in the sky. At least that's the narrative that accompanies that last bit of what used to be called UFO footage, published to YouTube Friday morning by the science, technology, and defense website, The Debrief. So that's one I'm going to keep an eye on, The Debrief. I haven't watch that YouTube channel, but they have a lot of stuff like this on there. In conjunction with the opening of the UFO Disclosure Symposium. Guys, give me a half a fucking second. I know I can do it. Right. Symposium.
I believe in you.
So you could just start with simp. I think you can figure that part out.
Simp.
Symposium.
Culturism.
Symposium.
Oh, there we go.
It's like the ode of simp.
The ode of simp. Okay, symposium. Yeah. That was in Vernal, Utah. Do you know where that is, Culture? Have you seen it? No. Okay.
Yeah, it looks just like Arizona.
It looks just like Arizona.
Patch of dirt.
Only with more Mormons.
Like John Wayne Mountains on the back.
There's a lot of Mormons there.
A lot of Mormons.
I got a question.
A lot of wives. A lot of white people.
A lot of white wives.
Blonde white people.
Yep.
Yeah, all related to each other magically somehow.
Do you guys reckon we'll ever get absolute confirmation? Do you reckon they'll ever declassify parts of Area 51, or like,
Why?
you know, do you reckon we'll ever like get absolute confirmation that we've been visited
I
by?
think Ooh.
Gary,
No,
what,
it would have to
this
be
is
like
for Gary
landing on the White House lawn for it to happen, and still like it depends on who was in the White House. If it was a Republican, then Republicans would believe it. If it was a Democrat, then Democrats would believe it. But
Area 51 is just like there as a like like it's the same thing with like gold in Fort Knox. There's no gold in Fort Knox.
No, there isn't.
There's no aliens at Area 51.
Well, they're off.
It was in Area 51. They were in
all that shit's in the Pentagon.
Say that again, Gary. Say that
They
again.
were never at Area 51. They were at S4.
Yes.
Which is built in the side of a mountain, and they have now moved that all to Utah, by the way.
Probably in a dump.
You guys ever see it's like a newer documentary, The Phenomena? I think that's what it's called. And it was a really, really new one. And there was this guy went around, and there was a thing here in Australia where the young kids got visited at a school.
Yes,
and,
that was the one that it wasn't the Jeremy Corbell one. It was the one before that, and I reviewed it. I forgot the name of it, and I'll find it. It's really good because
I haven't seen that one.
That Aussie one. No, there's a guy who got the best Polaroid of a fucking UFO. I mean, the thing is clear, absolutely clear. Best picture I've ever seen.
I
of
need
a
to
UFO.
see this.
And they also at the end of that documentary, the kids who got visited in South Africa. That was the weirdest one.
Yes.
They went back and visited the kid. They pulled all the kids. They're all adults now, and they interviewed them all, and they never said anything
Right.
until now. So it's. I think we're getting the most information we're gonna get. And there has to be political reasons for it. It has to be a distraction for something even worse for them to even be talking about it. But I think it is a concern of theirs now, because our new radar equipment can pick up a lot of shit.
Yes.
And they are picking up a lot of shit. And we need to know, I mean, is it Chinese? Is it Russian? Or is it you? I mean, like, honestly, it would be less threatening to me if it was aliens than if it was Chinese.
I agree, because I don't think it's any intelligent aliens. I'm pretty sure it's just teenagers fucking around. Because let's be real, any real adult intelligent aliens wouldn't want anything to do with us.
Probably not, but I think they are from the ocean.
Yes.
Off the coast of California, like
Avatar.
Well, in
It's
California,
James Cameron.
there's a lot of different areas they could be, but there's,
I could see
That was
James
just an
Cameron
example.
doing that, actually.
I know, but
the trailer for that
so
documentary.
smart.
It's one of the best UFO documentaries I've ever seen. It's called The Phenomenon.
Yes.
This is the trailer for it.
All right, let's watch it.
And it's a great starter. If you're just getting into this, it's one of the best starter documentaries I've ever seen.
Make sure they tell you that Sporking News sent you.
Thank you, Raging Rhino. Good call.
What's the audio on it? Is there music in the background, or
are cases that are not explainable in conventional terms.
That have been made by credible observers of relatively incredible things.
Oh, that was incredible at the base, Gary.
Was this a warning?
Is that the English base?
Communicate?
No, it was the US base.
US base.
I was
But in England, right?
running and playing, and then I saw this maroon color.
This is the South African kids, yeah.
Oh, okay, South Africa.
It was not anything from this earth.
He was looking at all of us.
Sorry, Gary, there was one other bit where the guy saw the thing and they're taking photos of him and they're trying to say that it's a balloon, and he's lifting up these it's apparently like steel that should be able to not be lifted, and he's picking it up and like lifting it over his head, light as hell. Like, it's just incredible.
Yeah. Watch this one. Watch it.
Sorry, what?
No, watch. This is the one to watch. Like,
Phenomenon.
This is a very, very good one.
John Travolta's great in it.
Yeah, I was gonna make that joke.
Oh my god, I'm totally gonna kill you now.
By the way, a really underrated movie, Fire in the Sky. It is
Great
so
movie.
good.
Great flick, yeah.
Fire in the Sky, legit. Check it out.
Doing that.
You met him?
Yes.
Actually,
Really?
Fire in the Sky is coming out on Blu-ray.
Wait a minute. Let's get time out, everybody. Let Gary speak for a second because I have to hear this. You met him.
Yeah, Contact in the Desert, Travis Walton.
Oh, you've been to Contact in the Desert?
Yeah, he was sitting there at a little table in a hallway selling his book. It was later in the afternoon, so there was only one person ahead of me. Bought his book, sat there, talked to him for about half an hour.
Oh my God,
Cool
dude.
Totally cool dude. Absolutely credible. The guy's story's like never changed. And it's a freaky story.
What do you think about Jeremy Is it Corbin? Jeremy
Corbell.
Corbell.
I think he's like he's a Hollywood
opportunist.
douche. He's like straight up Hollywood douche, but
Yeah.
like I don't like. I think he's really into this now. But he's just like the way his whole personality reminds me of all the people I met in Hollywood. So
Does he remind you of like the guy who wants to be like, I want Joe Rogan to think I'm cool?
Yeah, he tries really hard.
Okay.
He's a very good self promoter, and that's what you got to be in LA. But yeah, because he was on with on Joe Rogan with
Yes.
Lazar.
Yep.
And then with George Knapp. George Knapp's awesome, by the way.
George Knapp's a legend.
And he did a good job, but he's like, he's way too try hard for me.
Yeah, same here. Okay, I wanted to get your because I believe what he's doing is important, but he seems like a douche.
Yeah.
All right, let's play the rest of the phenomena.
Yes, yeah. Phenomena.
Phenomena. So those are the kids.
Are we not listening to it anymore?
Oh, no audio.
Oh, is it? Oh man, I hate StreamYard. StreamYard can go fucking suck a dick at the moment.
Okay, I mean,
I can
thank you
download it
for.
real quick.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
they've just been horrible.
yeah, StreamYard.
Got sound now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we're trying to communicate.
They were reaching out to us.
There is an immense array of unanswered questions and an urgent need to get to the bottom of it.
The public has a right to know.
This was crazy.
No longer, yeah, that was ridiculous.
Here. But why? What are they doing? What do they want from us? What are their motivations? For over 75 years, there have been sightings in the sky.
UFOs shut down several missile silos in Montana.
That's freaky, man. Frank just said, "Fuck you."
Worldwide. It had to be a data collection. I'm sure they scanned the warhead.
Just kind of hovering there. It never changed its longitudinal axis. Then it goes, poof, it takes off the side.
How?
And high-level cover-ups.
The government was covering up what happened at Roswell.
Hiding these dark secrets.
I was told there wasn't anything there when I knew there was.
People need to know there is something else out there.
Yes, there have been visitation, crashed craft, material recovered.
Fucking Edgar Mitchell tells us, and no one wants to believe it.
All these phenomena.
What's the name of the thing?
Front page of the New York Times.
They were trying to communicate, trying to tell us something.
Now it's time to tell people about it.
Yeah, they're trying to tell us about those Davos assholes.
They're here. This is happening now.
So
Dude, that guy was an assistant secretary to the Defense Department.
Right.
Yeah.
Who was just talking.
Right.
And this documentary was made.
Do they have anybody credible in this?
Exactly.
No.
The reason why this documentary, I believe,
Is
ended up
Neil
getting
deGrasse
made
Tyson in it?
Oh, fuck that guy.
Oh, fuck him.
That was a joke.
No, but
there
Bill
was
Nye is.
So that footage of the
then I'll
jet,
believe it.
fighter
Yeah,
jet
go
pilot-
raging. Yep.
The reason why this got made was because the fighter jet pilots recently captured those images of unidentified
The
flying
capsule?
objects moving fast and all this kind of stuff, and it got leaked out to the thing. And then I believe the government had to come out and go, "Yes, we have no idea what they are."
How?
Yeah.
Can I ask? Because I have to ask, because Gary would know. What the fuck was that thing that like was hovering over the ocean, then like dove like into the ocean, then like boogied out of the ocean, and then went straight the other way?
I have no idea what it was, but we did not take two whales. I swear.
Those little Tic Tac things have been seen
Yeah.
over San Diego for decades.
That's nuts, man. That thing just goes boom, boom, boom.
It defies
Really?
logic.
Wow. Nobody got my Star Trek joke.
We did.
I got the Star Trek joke. Nobody took two whales. I loved it. I loved it.
San Diego's had the mystery booms for as long as I lived there, since I grew up. And there is, I know the difference between a sonic boom and the mystery boom. They're two different things, because one shakes the entire fucking ground and it's not an earthquake.
Is that different than a skyquake?
I don't know. The mystery boom is probably the same thing as a skyquake.
Skyquake, yeah.
Yeah, and it actually registers like on the earthquake meter thing. It's fucking bananas.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
Tom, what do you got here?
It's so hard not to say that every time I hear the word.
Oh
weed
wait,
now.
I can't. Oh, I've seen this. Oh, I love this so much.
This is awesome sauce. We'll watch the other thing later, but this is amazing. Whenever we're ready, let me know.
Yeah. All right. You want me to? You want to play it now? Play it now.
$7 million divorce settlement to charity.
Incorrect. I pledged the entirety. I intend to fulfill those obligations.
Sir, that's not my question. And that's because you did want something. You wanted Mr. Depp's money.
I loved Johnny. That's why I was with him.
She's a liar. You wanted to be seen as a noble victim.
I have never wanted to be seen as a victim.
What?
You gave Mr. Depp a knife as a gift.
I gave him a knife for a birthday present.
What?
Happy birthday to you. Aquaman.
Mr. Depp got you that role in Aquaman, didn't he?
Excuse me? No, Miss Vasquez, I got myself that role by auditioning.
Your jealousy is so tragic.
Do you recall?
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay.
What?
Objection leading.
Do you have?
Objection, Your Honor.
Is the black?
Objection, Your Honor. Calls for speculation, leading. Objection leading.
I'm trying.
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay.
I don't have any more questions, Your Honor. What are you talking? You will not see my eyes again.
This is the man I loved, you know. Yes, it's awful at times, but I loved him and what he
Objection, Your Honor, non-responsive.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
So good.
Whoever made that hands, you know.
Yeah, I have no
hands up.
idea. It was somewhere, something off Instatick,
Instagram.
He's got a YouTube channel. He usually focuses on mixed martial art news and everything, and does that in there. But he's recently gone out into the more pop culture world. It's
Seems
really
like
funny.
a natural crossover.
Yeah.
Yeah, from what we did. Oh, wait a minute. We're not watching
from
this.
MMA
to
MMA.
that.
Well, I mean, there's still violence involved.
There's a lot of channels who are doing something completely different than threw in some clips, got millions. That's great.
I was pissed because I tried to grift and I was grifting like a hard ass and I didn't get any fucking subs from it. So
could either of you teach me how to grift?
I'm trying my best, man. I got like 60 out of the whole thing. I was like, hey, 60 subs. Hey, but if you love, go Johnny, guys, right?
How do you grift when you don't care?
That's the
whole point.
Conundrum, isn't it? That you're called a grifter, but there's things you don't care about that you don't cover.
Right. I actually was into it. I was into it, man. I couldn't look away. And Gary, that's my question to you. Like, why did this take like the country, the world by storm? Seeing these two like sad people, like their lives played out in court.
People got sick of the Me Too movement co-op. They just got tired of women just outright accusing people and getting away with it. And somebody wanted to see some motherfucking justice. That's all it was.
Amen.
And Johnny's people like Johnny Depp. He's a very likable actor. And this was pretty easy. And once this became, I could not believe it was going to be televised. Once I heard that, I'm like, oh, she's done. She's fucking done.
Revolution will be televised.
It was, and if Grant was on screen right now, we were all fucking bobbleheads for like the last 30 seconds when Gary was talking. We're all going, yep.
Yeah, no, we really were. I mean, because the truth.
It is the truth. Men have been demonized for so long, and under these various hashtags and all this other stuff that Gary was spot on. It was just like, you know what?
That's a big part of it. Yeah.
Boom.
The other part of it is too, it's perfect daytime soap opera fodder. It's something we've been missing. It's the biggest case since the OJ case.
Yeah, that one was better.
It's a once in a generation thing. What was that?
The original, yeah.
Except for the ending.
Yeah. Except for the ending sucked.
Yeah, the ending did suck.
What do you mean?
Oh,
what happened?
The ending of the OJ trial was basically a result of the riots.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay,
So
I'll
they
say
all were connected.
I think we can all agree that a innocent man, like a guilty man, would not have an award for information leading to after all these years. That award is still up. Mark, you'll back me up on this.
He even wrote a book that said
why
if he did it. Why would he title it if he did it? If he did it.
Hey, OJ has been searching the world for the killer. He went to jail to find the killer.
He did
find the killer in jail, and he's
Dedicated.
back on the golf courses. So I mean, I hope he finds the killer someday.
And Twitter,
It's like the
or
fugitive,
TikTok.
right?
World.
He's searching for that one-armed man.
Matt is just trying to promote our animated sitcom right now. That's all he's doing. So just
He had a mechanical iron.
no, we.
You know what? Can I get you guys just your favorite Ray Liotta movie?
Oh, brother. Oh, shit.
Field of Dreams. Right.
Not
away.
Goodfellas.
Easy
not
answer.
Goodfellas.
It can't well,
Easy answer.
Fellas.
come on, man. I mean, I see him every day.
Yes, Tom. Yes.
Field of Dreams. Field of Dreams. Goodfellas is a great film, but every time I watch Field of Dreams, I cry. I'm a guy. That is not okay.
You cried.
What a bitch.
In a Field of Dreams, too. I bet you cried
consider this
for
your
love
safe
of the
space.
game.
You cried.
What a bitch.
I didn't bring that up for any reason.
Hang on. I'm going through.
I'm trying to think right now. He was in-
Aces.
If it has to be something that's not Goodfellas, then Blow.
Smoking Aces. Yeah, he was in Smoking Aces.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, for a little bit.
He was
a
in
narc.
The Place Beyond the Pines.
Sin City.
Was he?
Yeah, I'm with Snowdub. I'm with Snowdub. Blow,
was
where he
good too.
played
Yeah.
Depp's dad in Blow.
Oh,
He was-
yeah.
He was very good in that part too.
He was in over 100 films, guys. It's just like, come on.
I can't
I
believe
know.
no one's talking
Yeah.
about the Oscar-worthy film that was completely shunned, by the way, in Wild
Wait,
Hogs.
can I guess? Wait, what'd you say?
Wild Hogs.
Oh, Wild Hogs.
Wild
Yeah.
Hogs.
I was gonna go with the king of with Turkish. It was
Oh,
like a
wow.
Dungeons
In the
and
name of
Dragons.
the king of Dungeon Siege Tale.
Yes.
What about
Yeah, wow.
Copland with
Yes.
Copland with Stallone?
Love Copland.
Copland was good.
He ate his own
Copland is an
brain in
amazing
Hannibal.
movie.
He's the best part of Hannibal. Yes.
Revolver.
He's in John Q.
Remember that little movie?
Did he actually get any of his
Entry?
brain fed to him? I
And
can't
Lawful
remember.
Entry, yes.
Yeah, he was sick in that one too.
That
Family
smells
Guy.
delicious.
Hannibal.
Family Guy.
B movie.
He wasn't in
Obviously
Snatch.
his best movie.
Yeah, he
Operation
wasn't-
Dumbo Drop
no,
was
he
actually
wasn't.
better than it had a
He
right
wasn't
to
in
be.
Snatch.
Fantastic in Muppets from Space.
Yes.
As
Wasn't it?
gate
Yeah.
guard.
And I tell you, if you have that Blu-ray or DVD, the audio commentary, there's actually a running joke between like Kermit and Gonzo about, or maybe it's Gonzo and Rizzo. I can't remember which, but they're poking fun at Ray Liotta through the whole thing and having a blast with it. It's kind of hilarious.
It's hard to
He's
find a.
being Cocaine Bear.
He's right.
Cocaine Bear. Yeah.
He's right. Yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
shit.
he has 3 films. There are 3 films in filming and 2 in post-production for this man right now.
He's in the best GTA game.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
he is.
Vice
yeah.
City.
Yeah, Vice City.
Vice City. Yep. All right. So Ray Liotta, we're going to be probably shutting it down in a bit. I don't want to hold Gary too long so we can have him back again. So I'm going to read a couple more super chats and then we're going to watch the Andor.
Well, can we just at least say?
Wait, didn't we watch it?
Can we say positive things about like Maverick for 2 minutes, please?
Yes. Let me read this first.
Good luck.
Brightest Day for $2. I dubbed the Casio Adidas or Adidas.
Adidas.
Philip A. Demick says House of the Drag Queen. He didn't have to pay for that one. That was great.
That was a good one.
What the fuck are they talking about?
That
No one
was when
knows.
you were talking about the game of bullshit thing that's never gonna get
Adidas.
finished. Yeah.
Why do you have to be such a dick?
I'm
I know
not.
it's not going to be
Obvious.
finished. I've agreed with everybody finally.
All right. Thank you.
Oh, you mean
You don't really believe it.
We're going to get Winds of Winter, Gary. Stop.
He still has hope.
There's
Like
a
he says-
mathematical, this math whiz figured out that we're going to get it in like 2 years. And then in 2065, we're going to get Dream of Spring.
No, you know what'll
I'm
happen.
gonna be dead.
We'll
I
get
will be
Winds of
dead.
Winter.
Yeah, I'm not living to the 2065, much less George. So
You'll get Winds of Winter, Scott. Just make sure that you put in your will that you want your children, once it gets released, to come to your grave and read it to you.
Well, they'll just burn it and then
Dude.
put it with my ashes.
Scott,
I'll read it myself.
when it comes out, it's gonna suck.
Oh, it's going to
Come out,
suck.
It's gonna suck.
It's gonna
be
suck
terrible.
so bad, man, and
Yeah.
I'm so pissed because I still The Forsaken is one of the best chapters I've ever read in my life, and
It's not in the book.
it'll be in the book, but I know he's gonna
Not
twist it.
taken out of the book. That would be hilarious.
Oh my god,
It's not in the book. It won't be in the book.
You're crazy.
Okay.
He said he's already changed some of the sample chapters.
Stop it.
No,
Stop it.
It won't be in the book, dude. I'm just telling you right now.
I want you to know, not a blog. Yesterday he talked about Stone Made It is back.
I saw that. Yeah, we got another wild cards. It's not even being published. It's on a website or something like that. It's
what the fuck are we talking about?
Watch, he'll turn around and make the last book an NFT.
Oh man, he'll do like
Dude,
like Wu-Tang
don't
Clan
that
did.
idea. Yeah, with one book.
Well, yeah, Wu-Tang Clan. Remember they made that. What is this?
Sorry, I thought that was my NFT.
They made that album, right?
There
And it was
NFTs.
bought by the. Yeah, they made one copy of this album, and the pharmaceutical bro.
Yeah,
he
the
bought
guy that's
it.
in jail now.
Yeah, that ass hat.
The dude with the EpiPen?
Yeah, that asshole who made him and made AIDS medicine like fucking $3,000 a pill or whatever it was.
Yeah. Brightest Day for $2 says, but will it finally launch Miles Teller's career?
Miles Teller's great right now in The Offer, even though he's like the least of an amazing cast, but still.
And he's also very good in Top Gun. Yeah.
If Whiplash didn't put him at that next level, this ain't gonna do it either.
It's so weird because the kid isn't a bad actor.
No, I'm not saying that at all.
Bad roles.
I'm saying like
he was
Whiplash
also in
was.
Fantastic, so
I'm so mad at you right now.
Why? Because Whiplash was an amazing movie. That was his performance, and if that didn't elevate him to the next level, Top Gun's not going to.
He's got Top Gun right now, and he's got The Offer. So we'll see how that rolls.
Snowdub Live for $2. Snowdub, how you doing? He's a puppet. He's a puppet. Tom's birthday on 4 days. Can we get some singing? Tom, is your birthday in 4 days?
It
was.
Or 4 days ago?
It's 3 days.
It's 3 days now?
It's on Wednesday.
It's the 1st. Yeah. In June.
I'll sing if Gary leads us.
Oh God, you guys, that's going to sound horrible. You know that.
Oh
right?
no, everybody will leave, and then we won't get to talk about Top Gun.
Let's do it as a round.
Hey, Tom.
Everyone do it as a round. So everyone, after the first line, starts the next line.
We're all gonna die.
Wow, is that even going to work? Hey, happy birthday!
So you start, Rhino. You go first. I'll go second.
No, because I'll start and you won't go.
I will.
Happy birthday to
Splooge.
Happy birthday to you.
I thought we were taking turns.
Birthday, Tom.
Andre.
Happy birthday to you.
What the fuck are you talking about?
So we just dropped to 75 people.
And this goes to Tom too.
And it is a reminder, I've been here when it was glory hole
You're an
days.
asshole.
I've been here
He's
when
doing
it
the
wasn't.
best he can
so
to put
having
together
said
the
that,
best possible team because this is our year. This
What
disrespectful.
the hell is even that? Yeah,
It's classic. That's what that is.
And what that
is, it's insulting.
Last one, Toxic Man
Thank you
Flu
all.
for $2. Sklooping News
Disrespectful.
Porncast. Thank you, Toxic.
Does gloopening.
I would have dropped the E because I know how to spell.
Okay.
Just not read.
All right. All right, let's talk about your movie. Go ahead, Culture.
Top Gun is the best film of the year so far. It has. Shut up, man.
Spoilers.
Okay, no spoilers. No spoilers.
It
is, as I was told and agree with, the Star Wars sequel you were hoping for.
Yep.
This film is so good that you will believe it was made 4 years after the original film. And it was crafted by somebody who cared about entertaining you, and that is in short supply these days. And it is worth 2 hours and 11 minutes, which is how long it is. There are no bullshit after credit scenes, mid credit scenes, or any of those other things. You will enjoy it. The music is well done. The score overall is incredible, and you cannot possibly leave this film without a smile on your face at the end and on the verge of tears at least twice. It's a great film.
Did they remix Danger Zone? Because that's what I was worried about.
Kind of, almost a little.
Did they remix Playing with the Boys?
No.
You really, really love that one, don't you?
I mean, it goes great with the volleyball.
Flying scenes, though, that are very convincing. It's that's.
Oh, wait a minute! You just told us they flied in it. That's a spoiler.
They fly now. They fly now?
Yeah, they fly now.
And flies.
Cameras in the cockpits and stuff.
There's
Yeah.
cockpits.
There's cockpits.
You know why they call them cockpits, right? Brie Larson.
Yeah, Brie Larson, because you have to have a cock to be in one.
Facts.
I know where the danger zone is.
We do. All right, let's watch. Let's watch Andor.
No, this is Ahsoka, the leaked Ahsoka.
Shut the fuck up! God, when will you people get it?
One spoil.
Oh,
Tom
that's
Cruise knows
right.
when to pull out of the danger zone.
He does.
Yeah, he
pulled
does.
out great. There was amazing pull out.
You got to know when to pull out. Yeah.
All right, once again, Andor.
Andor.
What?
Wait, when was Ahsoka in Andor?
Wait a minute, pause that. What just happened?
Ahsoka walked in the room.
Did you just take that off, Tom?
Of casino keyboard.
You said pause it and I hit the wrong button.
Oh, okay. Did you hear the one guy when everyone was screaming? He was like, "Oh."
Wow.
Listen to it again. They're all clapping.
No,
He's
okay, I'll
like,
back
"Oh God."
Really?
I don't know. All I could picture was a bunch of seals.
Yeah.
He toast splooge, splooge.
It's glue.
He's gloobing.
Oh, what the hell was that? Oh, it's not like no.
You can pause every once in a while.
What is
Pause.
she looking at? Go back. What
Go
is she
What are you clapping at?
Mayan calendar, or is that some?
That's the World Between Worlds thing. The veil.
No,
Is that really?
No, that's Stargate. We have a Stargate in Star Wars. I'm fucking
Grant,
excited
what is
now.
it really?
The in the World Between Worlds. What's it? The veil.
The veil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the world between worlds shit. Yep.
Oh,
I don't like the looks of that, Rhino. I don't like the looks of that.
This is how she saves the Empire, Mad.
The umpire?
The Umpire, yeah. The
Oh,
Umpire Strikes Back.
Oh my God.
I'd rather see Hardware Wars.
I thought it was the Empire Strikes Out.
Oh, guys, we're not reacting properly to this trailer. We're
Get your seal. Get your seals going.
Am I supposed to know? Am I supposed to know who the hell that droid was?
Go Frost!
Yeah, let's see what the go Frost. That's
Do the
it.
Sessler.
That's it. Men suck. You tell them, girl.
I want to talk about sexism and Star Wars.
Am I supposed to, like,
You
legit,
go, girl.
Am I supposed to know who that droid or whatever is? Like,
No, I guess.
But
I'm
everyone,
guessing that's why like 3 people clapped.
Everyone went apeshit for it. I don't know who it is.
I
No,
don't
not
know.
everyone.
I don't know, but I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
Oh, fuck.
destroyed. Yeah.
Like people watch. This is my favorite part because people know they're supposed to clap at this, but some of them like, yay, we know them.
Kind of a Death Star droid.
Isn't that like an old droid I've seen like once in like the background of one of the movies? Yeah.
It looks like they took Droopy and tried to.
Yeah, I was thinking that. It does. It looks like Droopy.
It looks like Droopy.
Bother.
I'm a droid. That is fucked up looking, but let's hear him clap.
But they get freaked out for it. Oh! Let's hear that.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like they're like, oh, we're supposed to be excited. What are you clapping for?
Mark's feeling it. That was it. What is that horse shit?
That was at the end of Rebels.
Does that guy have a sword in the cinema?
So yeah, I think he does. Ezra. So they want Ezra. They want what is that? Sabine.
Yeah, so this story is going to lead directly off from Rebels when Ezra's just essentially saved the planet, saved the galaxy through his actions by sending Thrawn and him with whales across the galaxy. And
fucking
then
whales. Oh my god, those fucking whales.
I know. But in the world
We
between
need some
worlds,
whales.
Ezra says to Ahsoka, "Come find me." So after he then disappears, Ahsoka then goes to Sabine, and now they're going off to find Ezra. But obviously, they're also trying to find Thrawn because if we look at the Mando episode where she fights that they have that retarded fight where she could have just pinned her up against the wall using the Force, but she lets her disarm her.
Excuse me, we don't talk like that on my channel. It's retarded.
Sorry.
Fatata. That's what.
And so she...
You Australians.
She's just obviously hunting them down. This is just going to be her looking for Ezra. We're going to get a live-action Ezra. Everyone's going to blow multiple times during this series. And...
They're going to skloop?
And Lucasfilm are just looking at it going, yes, we're doing the right thing.
No.
I think Mecha J has it.
Look. Shield clapping, indeed. That's actually the truth. If you've ever been to one of these events, and I've been to mega ass loads of this dumb shit, I can tell you that people are clapping for shit they don't even know. They don't know anything. They react to the blink reveals that happen through each scene, and they don't know anything. Right? They are trying to match the enthusiasm of the person next to them. And this is the problem with this. This is what Comic-Con created. I hate to say it, but it's the fucking God's honest truth. You actually go to these cons, and I went to San Diego for long time, many years up until 2017, and I stopped because it became this corporate piece of shit that you couldn't hardly get into anymore unless you had like passes, like media passes. And and if you luckily got into it, you never got into the panel you wanted to because it was filled full of these sycophants, and I'm using that word properly, that were completely uninformed and would monkey clap at any fucking thing that came on the screen. And it was so incredibly frustrating because none of it reflected the material, especially towards the end. 2017 was the last time. None of it reflected the material that actually people should have been excited about. They were merely going through the motions, and that is what Disney audiences in these situations are looking at. These are going through the motions people. They don't know what they're clapping about, and they don't know who these people are.
I don't think they're trying to match the enthusiasm of the person next to them. I think these people are trying to match the enthusiasm of what Star Wars used to be. They're trying to still keep that,
they want to believe
the spirit of Star Wars alive through their own emotional reactions to things. And that's never what Star Wars was. Star Wars was naturally a progressing thing that people got attached to and felt feelings for certain characters or certain things. Now they're trying to manufacture those same feelings.
I grew up with this, dude. I literally, I am an old guy.
You're so fucking old.
Fuck you. My little tiny ass was sitting in a theater. Fuck you with the banner thing too.
That wasn't me this time.
Okay, Grant, I will come for you.
Whoa! Can we get that clip, please?
Good time.
Can we get that clip?
Look, my little tiny ass was sitting in a seat for the biggest cinematic moment of my life. It was called Star Wars, and the very moment
I bet you would come for him. Sorry.
Yeah, he would totally come for him.
Do not come.
Do not come.
In the very moment that the rebel ship was being descended upon by the fucking Star Destroyer, the rest of my life was completely fucking different.
Okay, so I feel your pain. I am sorry to do this to you guys. 1:20 and we'll end this, but I have to see this Willow.
I didn't even know this thing was coming out.
I didn't either. I knew it was coming out, but I didn't know there was a teaser trailer.
This is fake Lord of the Rings meets fucking something else that isn't Willow. This is just dumb shit.
Super fans?
Story of a child.
That's epic looking.
Destined to be an empress.
Oh, they definitely have some good shots throughout.
And the unlikely hero who will protect her.
I love him, man.
There is a balance between all things. Light and shadow. Good and evil. When that balance is upset, the universe corrects.
The world needs you again. It needs your magic.
into the unknown.
Was she?
That's where we must go.
Wait a minute, did we get Freckles?
Yeah, it's that bitch from Solo.
That's the Freckles blood?
Freckles.
Yeah,
Oh
it's a
my
chick
God,
from
it's
Solo.
gonna suck. It's gonna suck. That's it.
That's the same one from also You Gotta Do Better.
From Black in America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is terrible, man.
A movie
Tell me
that was
about
such
it.
A movie that was such a good experience for Ron Howard. He said he'd never work with George Lucas again.
Oh shit.
Yeah, if you watch the making of that, it's pretty obvious that George is like hovering over him through the whole fucking thing.
Okay. But I just want to say this:
It doesn't even feel like Willow though. Like if you didn't tell me it was Willow,
Feels
I would
like it
never have
wants to
guessed
be
it.
Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's no little people in it.
Oh, well,
There were
was
two.
Two
One and a
brownies.
half.
There's two, maybe three, because if you count his wife, Willow, and his buddy.
But the brownies.
What?
The brownies aren't little people. Are they even played by Kevin Pollak and that other guy again or not?
They don't count. It's fine. I get it. But all I'm going to say is no matter what, right now, Disney is so predictable that if you balance 16 frames on either side, all of their fucking trailers look the same.
Oh, yeah, you're right there. But this looks like something wannabe Lord of the Rings stuff more than it does
I'm
Willow.
disgusted.
Dude, this is Game of Thrones meets Lord of the Rings. I feel like I'm coming into an epic city. This is the same shit every fucking time.
Well, on Comics Division, we watched the original trailer back to back with this one, and it's a world of difference.
It's incredibly
Hail to comics.
Oh,
You know why Top Gun is so good and all these trailers and
I
everything
need
that
my
we've been
boost
seeing
there.
is so bad because Tom Cruise is a part of a dying breed.
Yeah,
He is
a movie
part of a
star.
breed of people that in entertainment in Hollywood loved his craft,
Yep.
loved the idea of telling these stories that were just out of this world, but still actually made sense within those worlds if that's the case. And he is
Oh my
just
God.
a part of
What the fuck?
Well, I rest my case, Your Honor. I rest my case, Your Honor, with that thing.
You didn't have to. That shit just breaks everything that you were saying. And here's the weird thing, right? We lost another great one. His name was Ray Liotta. We watched the other night Ray Liotta doing the 1800 thing called, what was it, Tom? Do you remember what the name of that short is called? It's called Enough Said, right?
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called, like 1813 or something like that.
it
was a commercial.
Cuervo 1800.
Yeah, it was for a commercial, but it was actually just him just talking about his career and what
his
inspires
craft,
him and all that
and
kind of
his
stuff.
craft.
Yeah.
And we don't have these people anymore. That's the thing. There is no celebrity anymore. That's how fudged up all these people are. They don't even
I like
realize.
the Skarsgårds.
There's no Steven Spielbergs anymore. Like, as much as J.J. Abrams would like to dub himself that.
Dude,
and people
Spielberg
would
isn't
like
even
to dub him
Spielberg
that,
anymore.
There are
That's
no
true.
Spielbergs out there. There's no George Lucas out there anymore.
We are those people. That's the thing I need you guys to get.
The only
right?
one left is Martin Scorsese and Tarantino, and that's about it.
Maybe that's true. But I'm saying we have the next generation, the 25-year reboot of Hollywood. We have them out there. They've been sitting out there for even 5 or even 10 years now. They exist in independent creation. We just have to help them get there. That's what our job is. I think Gary would probably agree. Our job as YouTube is to go out and point out there is good shit in the world. There is. We just got one. It's called Top Gun Maverick. We don't get them very often anymore. We should be rewarding them for doing these things. This is how you vote with your wallet. It's how you support the things that are good. We're going to give Eric July piles of money to do what he's going to do. We're going to give these independent creators the opportunity to be bigger, but it takes us. It takes more people than the people creating it. It takes the people to support it. And right now, the money is flowing to these Hollywood craptastic bullshit shill fucking factories, but it's not going to these independents. That's our job.
That is.
You know how I know Culture did some cocaine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was beating up his.
Have you seen?
Yeah, go ahead, Gary.
No, I just said, here's the thing when he said.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Have you watched
Here's
Benny
the
Loves
thing.
You
Let me
yet?
tell you.
That's an independent film that was great.
Again, these people that are creating any entertainment these days, they just don't. They don't have a passion for it. I've mentioned this before, right? The scene in Rambo where he rolls up to the rusted out truck and he finds the rope and he finds the finds the tarp that he uses to put over him because he's lost his jacket or left it at the police station, whatever. In that moment, there's a very touching, and it just slows down for that split second where he sits on the step of the truck after he's looked inside the truck. He's got the rope and he sits on the step of the truck and he's kind of sitting there like, what the fuck is going on? How is this happening? Like, why am I in this situation? And then he looks to his left and he sees the tarp and he grabs it and starts cutting it up, right? In today's entertainment, how that scene would go is Rambo would show up to the truck. He opens the door of the truck. There is a perfectly folded jacket with a rifle and a canteen and some food and this and that. Everything would be perfectly stacked in the back of that rusted out truck, ready for him to just move on to the next.
Because it's like a video game. Yeah, movies are like video games now.
There is these people that are making it, the directors, the writers, the actors, they don't care anymore. And that's why I say that somebody like Tom Cruise, who's an actor, a producer, he's a dying breed. He's a dying breed. And that's why Top Gun is going to get the reviews and rave reviews that it's getting. And despite whether or not you would need a volleyball scene or not.
That message is in the film too. I mean, the whole, because he, remember when he said Ed Harris tells him he's a dying breed?
Yes, he does.
Video too, and he goes, "Well, maybe I am, but not today."
Yeah. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
There are moments in this film that remind you the greatness of not just Hollywood, but of everything.
Men being men.
The Americana in this film is breathtaking, and it reminds you that we are capable of greatness and we need to reinforce it. There is exceptionalism to be explored in this country.
Why did he take off his jacket though? Didn't he take like Taiwan?
You know what? Fuck that bullshit.
I'm just saying, dude. I'm just saying you fucking bent the knee.
You
fucking bent the knee. That's all I'm saying.
They bent no fucking knee.
Well, if it doesn't play in China, why the fuck did you take it off then? That really bothered me.
Oh, really?
Yes, it did.
Would you have known that patch was there had it not been brought to your attention by?
No, because I'm one of the people that noticed it.
Really?
Yes. Okay. I brought it to people's attentions before they people started showing it. Yeah, yes. Thank you, Matt Cheesemo. Thank you, Mr. Grant Gregory, for remembering me. I was so pissed off when I noticed that they fucking took the patch off to bend the fucking knee to China, and it won't even be played in China. Just like Red Dawn. Don't get me involved. I'm just fucking pissed. All right, everybody. Great to see everybody here tonight. God bless America. Definitely go see this movie.
Did you just kill Gary?
Oh, I thought he was hiding under the desk.
He broke his fucking mic, man.
Look, I like to give props where props are due.
All right. What happened?
I dropped my crack pipe.
Yeah.
It didn't break, did it? I want to do that when it breaks.
I thought it was the tampon applicator.
Call me after the show, Gary. Call me.
Scott, I'm so mad at you right now.
Why? Because I point out that there is one flaw in your fucking movie and you're upset.
Well, guess what? Only flaw.
Don't make me bend the knee to you, sir.
Hey, okay, so it's a 4.95 out of 5.
Okay, I'll take that because I'm going to still see it. Yeah, let's just not forget that we have to call out the bullshit. All right.
Hey, and when you're done shaving my nuts, you can tell me how great the film was.
Oh, well, boss might get upset. Yeah, Jeremy's razor, everybody.
Wait, your nuts aren't shaved already?
Wait. If you're letting another man shave your nuts, that is a level of trust that is unbelievable.
I'll totally shave your nuts, you piece of shit.
Real quick before we lose Gary. Gary, all right, I don't know if this has ever happened to you. I always get nervous when I'm, shaving my buddies, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I got another thing. Hold on. But because live? My only thought is who's gonna explain to my grandma that I bled out in the shower because I was shaving my fucking balls? You know what I mean?
Grandma's whatever happened to Man Bush?
They make up a story that you were attacked in the shower by a badger or something.
They'll just say Amber did it.
Also, before last thing, this is the second thing. I've been waiting an hour to say this one. So earlier today, I spilled something. I was like, and she's like, what happened? I'm like, my girlfriend's like, what happened? I was like, it's just a man thing. And her first thought was does that mean your ball twitch? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Ball twitch? That's not a thing that happens.
Actually, but twisticles happen. If you've ever been in that weird situation where you're doing something athletic and your balls shift. You've not
Wait, shift and twist are two different things.
It can happen when you're running, like you're playing an athletic, like at racquetball.
Did I hang it down to your knees, culture?
I mean, are they like this and they twist?
All right, we're gonna close it up.
What is going on?
Are they
Money
outside of the
Wilson
sack?
for $4.99. Yes, both Taiwan and Japanese flags are back on the jacket, but they took it off until people complained enough where they realized, holy shit, we're American. Maybe we shouldn't be pussies. Let's put it back on the jacket.
And it's back out as a 5 out of 5, and you can suck my dick, Scott. Fuck
you.
You
so want me to touch your penis? Why?
I'm going to, okay?
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
I want to
Gary,
know about
the
this
umbrella
twisting of
man.
the balls.
No, the twisting of the balls does happen.
What?
Gary, thank you for being here tonight, my friend. Tell them about your little channel and where they can find you.
I'm an up-and-comer, and I know everybody's a big fan of Sporking, but if you could subscribe to my channel instead of his,
help him
I'd really
out.
Appreciate it more.
Help him out.
I would appreciate you more than.
Is there a link for somewhere?
Podcast? Is that what I'm on right now?
Yeah, yeah.
Splooging
my Morncast.
By the way.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am the man's man here, people.
Can we get a link to his channel?
Don't
so I
go
can
see
subscribe?
Top Gun. Get a
Gun?
link to Nerdrotic and to Culture Casino,
My channel is
wannabenoerdrotic.com.
under attack, by the way.
My channel's under attack.
My
They're
channel.
all under attack.
We're all under attack.
I need a thumbnail. Grant, work on that thumbnail.
And thank you to the about, 20 or 30 people that just subscribed. I really appreciate it. But everybody else, thank you for being here. Tom, Mark with the C, thank you.
here we go.
Raging, thank you for being the first half of the show. Mr. Grant Gregory, thank you.
Lived up to his name, didn't he?
I gotta stop coming.
Don't you dare stop coming. That's your
I
menage
gotta
a
stop coming when you
trois.
got special guests on like Gary so that he can actually say something.
Yeah, next time, definitely.
said words.
Toxic Man Flu for $2. Spanking Monkey Sportcast. Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right, and this goes out to all my amazing
did you thank me?
members. Yeah, Machismo. You're
I
great.
wouldn't.
Yeah, it's not needed. If you could find this guy's channel in the middle, you're one of the only
I'm
ones.
by the dumpster in the back alley of YouTube. Thanks, Mama Susan.
Good night, everybody.
Oh.
Oh, all the retards out there that said that.
Can I take this bra off now?
No, you can't.
Mad Channel. It's the best channel.
Go
It's better
yourself.
than Gary's.
God, you suck.
According to 3 people. One's his grandma, who doesn't know he shaves his balls.
Never alive, you're coming.
My pronouns are so thank you.